Welcome to Penny for a Tale. Tonight we are running episode 35 of our Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. This is the Age of Ashes Adventure Path. But before we get into our sponsors for tonight's session, let's reintroduce our cast, starting with Alex.
No. Hey everyone, I'm Alex. I'm glad to be back. I play the director, a gnome bard who is constantly getting into trouble and getting married.
That's painfully accurate. Mr. Smith.
Hello, I'm Mr. Smith. I play Rune Ravenswood, a human wizard who has gotten himself recently out of trouble, and we'll see how it goes from here.
Whoops. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I play the Vesperin, the sea elf rogue who just got back from fighting a war.
Sam.
Hey guys, I'm Sam. I play Aghi, the half-orc barbarian, and yeah, she doesn't know very much. She's a baby.
Does not. Little baby. Spence.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Spence. I play Monica Freerunner, the cook and barkeep for the Cadence Keg, and brought back to life a few years ago and then abandoned by all my friends. So we'll see how this goes.
Daniel.
Hi guys, I'm Daniel. I am playing Sailix. I'm also directing tonight, so if there's any technical issues, that is all my bad. Yeah, can't wait to see where tonight leads us.
Well, there's much in store. As you could see, I'm using the recent update in Fantasy Grounds Unity. They're actually our sponsors, one of them for tonight's game, Smiteworks. They made Fantasy Grounds Unity. Everything you see basically left of Zoom, that is completely handled on the virtual tabletop. They even store your characters. We got the Age of Ashes, the whole campaign I have, as well as the core rulebook and the Advanced Player's Guide. If you're interested, I highly recommend checking them out on fantasygrounds.com. We also use the Only Sheet, which is an Excel-based management tool for Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition, and then it's got Dungeons and Dragons for various editions. It's very lightweight. It requires Excel, but it's inexpensive, and you can use it for managing your character all the way through level 20, or even managing a full party. And then our music is by Rock Narden. Our ambience is by Michael Gelfi. If you like what you hear, you can find their links in the show notes. But let's get into tonight's game. Breachill is covered in snow. You're all a bit jet lagged in a way that you don't even understand because it's not common. You stepped out of a portal on the other side of the world. Doesn't happen very often, but suddenly you're about 11 hours ahead. So having left, you had very few hours of daylight even before you find yourselves wide awake in the middle of the night. And I don't think anybody wasted the opportunity to try to make chaos, but you'll soon realize Breachill expects quite a flurry. The roads are going to be closed for at least the next couple of days, so you're more or less stuck in town for a while. What do you guys want to do?
Rune is going to be looking for the director.
The director doesn't want to be here. It's
Right.
cold. This
Yeah.
is horrible. Why did I come back? This is god awful. But you can find him at the Wizard's Grace Tavern.
It's for newcomers.
For what
Rune,
it's
if you-
worth, Rune has been there a lot lately.
All right.
See each other.
So
Yeah.
without even having to seek him, you find him through serendipity. He's in the tavern. He's alone right now. The place is quite busy. What do you do?
Director,
Rune, hi. What are you doing here?
well, I came to talk to you about the favor you'd asked.
The favor. Yes. He's gonna be really kind of excited. Tell me, he's gonna spin around on his seat. What'd you learn?
Just pull it off.
I don't really want to. You know, it's really not that easy to do.
Oh, it's going to hurt. And then you'll
Ugh.
feel like your old self?
I'm gonna feel like I'm dying. Feel horrible.
Only for a bit, really. You see, the stone on that ring, it gives you a bit more vitality. And so because you're taking it off, you're taking some of that life essence that it's given you.
But if I leave it on, it'll keep me alive a little bit more.
A little bit, yeah.
Damn. Don't get married. Never get married, Rune. I swear.
All right.
Okay. All right. All right. Fine. He's gonna kind of take it off, and like he's gonna immediately be like, "Oh God, no. Okay, never mind. No, I'll give it to you. I'll figure it out."
What? Why don't you want to wear it?
Director, you feel dizzy. It started as if you had to mention this, but you haven't yet, and now you're reeling again. Your head is splitting. What do you do?
Man. Nope. That's not gonna happen. Okay, he's gonna chug the remaining drink that he has left, because that makes it better. And he's gonna kind of jump down from the stool that he's on. I can't, Rune. Like, you don't understand. I don't.
You're right. I don't. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
Ah.
Where'd you get the ring?
He's gonna make an even louder.
Make a fortitude save
Yeah, let's do that.
when he mentions that. But actually, prior to this,
Oh, that's my.
Would you guys also mind company?
I think the Vesperin had tabs on you whether or not you like this company. Actually,
That's what I rolled.
somebody
Anyone can
looking
enter whenever they
particularly
like.
blue could be found in this tavern. I think.
I rolled my fortitude. How am I doing? Oh.
Okay, you're sweating profusely, shaking. It feels as if somebody is pushing needles into your ring finger, where that ring once was. The pain is unbearable.
That's unbearable. Shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna try and remove the ring. I'm gonna try and remove the ring. If it's unbearable, I think he's gonna try and remove the ring in lieu of losing a finger.
Well, you can make another save for me.
Fortitude?
Let's make a will save just when he asks you about the ring.
Okay.
You're fine. It starts to cease.
Okay.
But
Rune.
you know if you have to lie.
Yeah. I promise I'll tell you at some point over really strong drinks. Just you and I. I promise.
Did the woman at Kintargo find you?
Which woman was that out of character?
It was a tiefling, if I remember right.
Oh.
Ooh. That is. It sounds like one of your wives for sure. You did
find
marry
you?
at least a tiefling.
I did.
They are a bit memorable.
Oh, they are. She caught up with me.
Did she give you the ring?
No, she didn't give me the ring.
Right.
No, it wasn't her.
So it was another.
Yeah.
But at least get to know where you met this person.
Nirvana.
You notice, it's almost like the director had a tell.
Did you
It's
meet
not
them
quite
when you were
Pinocchio.
dead?
No idea. I gotta get going. It's gonna be snowing. I gotta go. I
Was
feel
this
horrible.
a part of your deal for coming
I
back?
feel horrible. He's gonna start walking away.
Hang on a minute. He was dead.
Feel horrible. He's gonna keep walking. He's done.
Director.
So basically, like, I kind of feel like this is one of those things where, like, Vespa was, like, hiding in a corner
Yeah.
behind a plant or something, and then just on that, it's like, wait a
What?
second. Hey, get back here!
No, leave me
Oh,
alone.
bloody storyteller!
Director.
This is a fucking story!
I know, and I gotta. It's gonna be be written. Don't worry. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but I want to hear it now.
No, not right now. Rune, yes.
If it is who I think it is, there's no taking off that ring.
I know. That's why I asked you. Find out what I'm.
That is no cursed ring. That's untouchable, my friend.
That makes two of us.
There's
You have
just
bound yourself to someone if it is who I think it is.
I don't know who the hell it is. Ah, shit, no.
Make a save for me.
Yeah. I was like, that's gonna hurt.
there's the sound of like crunching as like Vesperan's like eating almonds or something, very intently listening to the drama.
This is- yeah.
Mm. You're all right.
Am I okay?
It was tough.
It was.
You're realizing what this ring is effectively forcing you to do here. You
Yes.
can lie, but not about anything related to this thing.
Yeah, no, sucks. I promise, I'll tell you. I'm just gonna write it down. It's gonna be a really great story. I gotta go though, because this is not. I gotta do things.
That's cool.
Director,
I'll follow you.
if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to talk about it.
Good, because we're not. Not right now.
Yeah.
I promise you, Rune. I promise. You and I.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to tell me.
Your end of the deal has been fulfilled. I appreciate you. Thank you. I will catch you later.
I had a question about some other things, so I will follow you.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Okay, follow me. He's gonna start walking. He's gonna
Yeah.
walk out the
She will
tavern.
totally follow.
Okay.
I'll just be like,
Yep.
okay. So, back over in Chanja, you and Sailix.
Yeah.
Did I?
It's cold. It's cold out here. Why is it so cold out
Extremely
here?
cold.
Why?
Yeah.
This is horrible.
I really don't
Snowing
like it.
sideways.
I like my water, not frozen.
Yeah, I like it blue, and I like warm weather with warm people wearing warm, next to nothing clothing. That is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why they got a ball with clothing at all?
exactly. I don't get it. Anyway,
I
continue.
should take you to church sometime.
Oh. Ooh, speaking of which.
So
No.
anyway, did I not see that you, Sailix, and a ship that was upside down, and there was fucking ridiculous levels of debauchery?
Yeah. No, that was fine.
I have a very serious question for you.
Oh, that's tough.
How in the fuck did you make Sailix fun? I've been trying for 6 fucking years.
If you don't know already, booze and prostitutes. Like, that's it.
Trying! I've been trying!
I don't know. Let's see.
What
You
is
see,
it?
the problem
it a
is,
spell? Like,
the problem is, I'm always more drunk than he is. So by the
Okay.
time we get there, I don't know
Okay.
what's making him, fun.
Huh.
Eggs, chickens.
I did not try bloody eggs. Maybe that's the thing?
That might be it.
Okay.
I'm heading towards Shellen's temple, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Vesperin, Sailix is at Caden's Keg.
Okay.
You think he's planning on visiting the Citadel at some point, but you're not positive. You might catch
Okay.
him before he departs. It's much windier than you initially expected, though.
Okay. So, what is the temple that the director's going to?
Is the Shellen temple?
Mhm.
Am I
Yep.
pronouncing that? Yeah, okay.
Shellen's Smile,
Shellen smile. She's
temple to the goddess of art and beauty.
Okay. Then, let's see. If I know that Sailix is leaving for the Citadel, I will probably go do that. So, I figure basically, Alex, they just bullshit about, crazy, ridiculous nights to remember, and, fucking invite me next time.
He will. He'll also point out, if I just throwing this out there, you kids are young. You've been,
Yeah.
kids are really young. But if anything, I'm very good at doing officiating type stuff. Just saying, throwing that out there.
Officiating?
Yeah, just keep it in mind. No charge, even. No charge.
Hang on a second.
Mm.
You know I steal things for a living and,
Yeah.
assassin. I do a lot of things that are not official. Like in fact, the exact opposite of official. So,
Mhm.
why would I want someone doing some officiating? Like,
'Cause it's gonna be
I don't
fun.
understand.
Because it's me, and it would be fun. That's why.
What would be fun?
Well, I don't know. Just leaving it there. All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Walk off.
Oh yeah, he heads up the decorated temple. It's got the lights on in the inside, Vesper, and it is bitter cold.
I feel like she will flee to find Sailix through the cold.
That would be the only way to resist having to make a
Yeah.
save. Yeah, because it's only a few blocks away, and when you
Yeah.
enter, Sailix, are you dressed for this weather? Taking.
Oh yeah, no. Sailix lived here for a little while, so he's got the clothes. But it's like a full-on just fur. Looks like he like murdered an elk or something, and now it's just draped around him.
I feel
Love
like
that.
Vesperin just makes a she doesn't even see that it's Sailix. She just makes a beeline seeing fur, and it's
Something
like
warm. Yeah. Kane's Keg is even busier than Wizard's Grace. A lot of travelers around lately. Monica, why don't you describe the place?
So Caden's Keg is appropriately decked out for the celebration, even though it is a temple to Caden. He's also about revelry and about good times and beer and everything. So there are crystals on the garlands around the fireplace and hanging from the windows to create some prismatic lights around. The fireplace is nice and stoked. There are goblins playing a weird dice game over in the corner while a bunch of people crowd around the bar waiting for their soups, but they have to wait because Monica is bringing out 3 thermoses for Mira, who is getting ready to go watch the wall, the poor thing. Yeah. It smells like herbs and soup and fire and sweaty people.
Mira will give Salix a pat on the back before heading out in her own furs.
All right, darling, you be warm. Come back when you need it. Don't make me go find you. I will die in the snow because it's probably going to be as tall as I am.
She'll grab a mug from one of the goblins and pinch his cheek, but then patting Salix on the back. Good to have you back, Salix. She'll depart.
He'll look at the sudden parasite that is under his cloak at this point.
I think you picked up a traveler.
Wow.
I think it's more like a cancer that won't go away.
God.
Well, I mean, that's your fault.
You would feel something sharp and pointy, like right against your ribs.
Yes.
He'll look down at her. Like, a cancer that I love so much.
You two are disgusting.
God.
You should elope already. Here, and Monica will have a small bowl of vegetable soup for that shivering one.
Wait. So, when are we leaving for the castle?
The citadel?
Yeah, whatever. You know, the place with all the doors and things.
Do you want to walk in this tonight?
I mean, if people are going to be talking about, the M word.
It was a joke, child.
But you notice.
Child. You understand?
It's a phrase. Calm your tits.
That's enough, both of you.
Oh, I am very calm.
Monica just laughs and goes back to serving people.
All right. Do you want it to go to the Citadel?
Yeah, you was gonna go there, right? I wanted to look at the Vendor Gate again.
Sailix, Vespern might not realize this, but this weather could be the coldest she's experienced in quite some time, depending on how often she travels. It doesn't get like this in Cantargo. Not by a mile. It is viciously cold out here.
Celix will touch his hand to her exposed midriff and be like, "You're not going to be making a trip to the Citadel wearing that."
You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it; it's that you'll freeze to death,
Uh,
and you're not riding on my back, so that's a no.
mm. Okay, well, where's a good place to steal some delightfully warm things?
Just go to the barracks, and we'll go to the barracks, and will set you up with some guard leathers. And I mean, they're probably Amira's old leathers, so they might be a little smelly, but they'll do the trick.
Or I can find a place and steal something nice.
Sure. If that'll make you happy, you can steal something nice. Actually, wait. Salix will look at Monica as she walks by, and he's like, "There's that underground tunnel, isn't there?"
Uh, yes. Not sure how well taken care of it's been. But yes, it exists, and you'd have to get to the pickled ear.
Well, it's better chances of us getting to the pickled ear and than walking from here to
I
the
mean,
Citadel.
if you really want to go, I do want to remind you, the goblins live there, and basically they will huddle around a bonfire.
Oh, see, I also live there now.
Oh, sure, whatever. You do you. Please don't die. All that good stuff.
Fair enough. Well, I guess after that, Salix will be like, set off to try and find the underground tunnel.
Right.
Vespern would help him, but then disappear briefly to handle some personal business.
Excellent.
Rune
How about you?
left the Wizard's Grace, leaving a present for the patrons of prismatic colored dancing lights as a little parting gift for the season. And he will be wandering around the city since the cold does not affect him. And just lighting the prisms that people have likely put out in front of their homes to cause as much rainbow across the city as possible. Also, he will, as he walks out the door, his normally drab and dark robes will begin to shift and scintillate into a multicolored patchwork of rainbow cloth.
From the south side of the city, nobody would see this. Nobody except the director, that is. As you pass Shellen's smile, the temple it's closed for most services, yet he's sitting at the altar, making a contribution, speaking with the elf that's tended to it for as long as anybody here can remember. Director, you look out the stained glass window, and if not for the light on the other side, you wouldn't even see this, but now you see the lights and the wizard in plain clothes wandering the streets, unfazed by the 20-mile-an-hour winds and the gusts that strike him. But you're speaking with this elf.
I'm I'm seeing him outside. There's obviously I'm seeing him from the other side of the window, right? So I can't like
Right.
call out to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to look up at Rune and kind of just shake his head. that one. That one's got a story, and I haven't quite. My memory's getting real bad.
That's Rune. You've spent much time with him.
Yeah. Seems like I've been spending a lifetime? I don't know. It's been long. The story is so long. That's, in Shellen's grace. Hopefully it'll come together. Hopefully I'll finish it.
She looks around and then down at your ring finger. You understand what you bear here, Director.
I do what we can. We all do what we can. Bear what we can. Got big shoulders. Small, big shoulders.
She's gonna put her hand on yours, the hand with the ring. You can't tell if she's touching your hand or the ring, but she'll say, "You don't have to keep your word, you know."
He's gonna look up at her. Yeah.
Consequences, but it's your choice.
He's gonna, be quiet for a moment, reflect on that, and then kind of nod and smile. Be like, you're right. You're right. But is there any way you can help me maybe bear the burden? He's gonna give a smile. Maybe a little wink.
I'm gonna cut at that.
Yeah, cut at that.
But yes. Sailix, Vesperin, this tunnel is quite small for you. Dug by little ones, spaciously, albeit, but it's quite tight with the wings. And it's also many miles long. You know a direct line is something like 7 or 8 miles to get to Breachill. So on foot through a tunnel, it's going to be quite the trek. It's the middle of the night, but you're not tired. You kind of just woke up. Is there anything you want to take to the Citadel?
No.
I do feel like Vesperin would probably look for like some, do a, like while Sailix is like scouting for like where the tunnel is and everything and like setting up, she would probably like look for somebody who's one of like the wealthier homes or whatever, and just liberate some warm clothing.
Right, and as you do,
Yeah.
wandering around the north side, you do notice a sign, Layman's Lament. It's the only clother in all of Breachill. But he has fine wares. Some of it hanging up in a small window.
Mhm.
He obviously lives here. The lights are still on, torches burning, probably ever burning. You can make a stealth check if you're trying to procure some goods.
I would like to procure some goods. Well, I mean, do I have enough with assurance, or do you want me to roll?
Well, with assurance,
Yes.
you could choose assurance or roll.
Okay. Do I
So you
get
can-
the feeling this is very difficult, or like?
No, you think
like-
this guy's a normal person,
Okay, then
So-
I will use assurance.
right? Hmm.
Uh-oh. I don't like that face you're making, Ian.
Winthrop Finney, he works there. He's none the wiser. He doesn't notice you.
Mhm.
But on the way out, just down the road, a couple blocks away, you see the silhouette of a pesky wizard. He'd been lighting the streets or something. You don't know, but he stands there, unbothered by the weather that would knock him off his feet had he not been trained in the arcane ways of not giving a shit. But he sees you. What do you do?
Is it the wizard? Is it Rune or is it just
Oh, it's
some?
Rune.
Oh, it is. Hmm. Oh gosh. I feel like she would, just kind of be like very confident, like, obviously this is super legal and fine. um, but just in terms of like body language and posture or whatever, but she would not like wave him down or draw additional attention to herself unless like he made a move to come forward.
He does.
Okay. So I feel like it's one of those things where she's like putting on like this really nice fur coat or whatever, just like, hey Rune, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Are you cold?
Yeah, it's much warmer now though.
Well, I could help if you like, and you wouldn't necessarily have to take anything.
I don't think I quite understand what you're saying.
Well, it's the wave of a staff. Keep you warm for the night, if you like.
Yeah, but what about the next night?
I'm still there.
But are you though? Like, what if you want to go get a sandwich and I want to go do literally anything else? Then I'm shivering my tits off, and that's no fun.
The choice is yours.
Well, thank you very much, but I will take a spell also if you're offering, because, you can never be too warm. This
Yeah,
stuff.
you probably don't want to wait. It takes a few minutes.
I do have a very attractive raven-feathered friend who is in that general direction. No offense to you. You are also moderately attractive, but I should go off in that direction.
That was Sailix. I said hello.
Hi. So she's gonna pull up her sweet new pimp coat and pop off.
It would be a pimp coat.
It totally would be.
Rune continues on down his merry way to bring some people some happiness.
Wonderful. The kids will talk about Lamon Breachton's ghost coming to warm their hearts. Or kill them. I don't know. Children's stories are weird like that. But with that, you two bundled up in clothes. Some you own and some you don't. There's no wind, so it's cold in this tunnel, but it's not treacherous like it is outside. There's no snow on the ground either. The lady running the pickled ear, of course, lets you in right away, and it would probably just take a couple of hours to reach the Citadel, if even that.
He's got nothing else going on right now, so.
Yeah.
Ian, Vesperine would also disguise her sweet new coat while in the tunnel so that way it doesn't look obviously stolen. Like, put some light dust on it and like maybe like a light dye job of a new pattern or something like that to just be like, yeah, no, I've always had this thing. Like, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just gonna realize it's too small a town to do something like that. Now, Aghi, where are you in the middle of this?
She is at the Citadel.
Right. Would you be
Already.
standing up in the battlements, or?
Yeah, she's probably
Somewhere
up in the
warm?
battlements, watching the storm clouds. She likes the snow, and it's exciting to see it again. So she's just standing up there.
Right. You're directed to her. You know where she is. It's quite a ways up to get there, and it's slippery, so you have to be careful. But do you meet her up there? Sailix, best friend.
Yeah.
All right, on. Go ahead.
So I think it's official now. You're just out of your mind. All of the time.
Why are you talking about Vespa like that?
I'm right here.
Well, I mean, she knows that. I just need to inform you, Aghi. Why are you outside right now?
Don't you see the storm?
Yeah, we're both standing in it right now.
Doesn't it just make you feel more alive?
It makes me feel cold, is what it makes me feel.
Maybe you should go back to Breachill.
It makes me feel like I would not be alive if I stood here for a great while of time.
That's probably fair.
It's probably fair. Is that a new coat?
Oh no, this whole thing I've had it for years.
You stole it.
I liberated it and reappropriated it to a better place, which is on my body, where it will be appreciated.
Anyway,
It keeps you warm.
Right. You feel this thing? Like, this is some nice quality.
Sailix very clearly kind of like kneels down and he's like messing with his boot. And then he's going to throw a snowball real hard at Aghi. Like, real hard.
Make an attack roll, an armed attack.
What kind of attack?
I'm taking it's the sonic fist, not the
Yeah,
fire fist.
he's not gonna light it on
Because
fire.
that's just a water balloon. Okay.
So just a fist attack?
I believe you shouldn't have an unarmed attack here. It'll be non-lethal. However,
Well, wouldn't it be like a dex roll because thrown weapon?
that's true. Yeah, that's going to be small. I'll find that penalty. I'll find that difference. His dex is a difference of 1 from his strength.
So am I just rolling dex?
You can roll a fist. Your fist attack. Your actions. I got it.
Holy crap! Right in the face!
She's just like falls off the battlements.
Make a reflex save for me.
Can I catch her?
Can I make a reflex save to grab her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you go a little too far.
Is that good?
It was close.
Okay, so it's
That's a
just
sheer drop.
Yeah. So it's just like snowball in the face, and she's not
It's-
expecting it and stumbles back,
Yeah.
barely catching her.
Oh man, Vespa just like has her cape and is like, oh.
Sailix is just laughing as he walks over. Oh, you should have seen your face.
You can't see
I don't think
it.
you
It's
could see my face under
Yeah, it was-
snow.
fucking
Oh, no, I was-
covered.
I was talking about Vespa. Yeah, no, he'll go over and help pull him back.
Yeah. So I feel like she just gives him that look of, you understand that I know where you sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Please shove snow down his shirt.
Oh, that's assuming I wear a shirt.
I didn't need to know that.
Well, now we all know that. And he wraps his
Right.
wings around both of them as he's ushering them inside.
I hate this.
Sailix at his harem.
No.
Where do you three try to end the night here?
There's bedrooms and stuff in the Citadel, right?
Yeah, but nothing's set up. It's been run by the goblins, so if there's anything, it's probably packed up to the ceiling in a storage closet somewhere. It very much feels like a service for the goblins right now.
So out of respect for Vesperin, Sailix would go back through Pillowgate and stay at the sanctuary
Aw.
because it's
Well, it's a good thing
warm
there's a pillow
there.
somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It is. There are a lot of warm places throughout.
Aw.
Okay. Vesperin, what about you? Well, actually, I take it you're heading down to look at things.
Yeah.
Dreamgate is right there. As you head down those steps.
Well, I mean, again, like, if we're sleeping in, through Pillowgate, like that's the ideal space. I don't know if she'd want to mess with the fucking around Dreamgate quite yet.
No,
Although,
that's
the
why.
temptation is there. like it's a thing where basically, like, you know, they're like walking down the stairs or whatever, and Vespa just kind of does this, like looking at Dreamgate. And Sailix just has to grab her, like, now.
Not going there again.
Mm-hmm. But hear me out.
No, I will not.
Just
As he steps through Pillowgate, just
a lot of naked people. I'm just saying, we can make a lot of them.
no.
I don't get you two.
What's there not to get?
Nothing. It's fine.
Doesn't sound fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Look, do you want to go back to the battlements and hurl yourself off?
I was doing just fine up there until you threw snow at me.
That was a bit uncalled for.
How
Are
how
you
old are
gonna
you?
let him?
182.
Uh-huh. Good job, Sailix.
He will look so proud, and he's like, "Thank you."
Esperin just pulls out her book.
Why did you guys come to the Citadel?
Oh, to make sure you didn't murder any more goblins.
I wanted to have a look at the Thingagate, but it's a bit late.
No, my
Still
whole
alive.
cause was just to make sure you didn't murder any more goblins.
Oh, you could see that they're all still here.
Yeah.
I followed Vespa's advice and have been meditating. I don't know.
The fact that you used air quotes when you said meditating is a little concerning.
Well, I feel like I just sit there and she told me to picture something and I don't understand how that calms her down.
Oh, don't listen. You didn't.
Listen, it's about self-communion, harmonizing body and soul.
Look,
you know.
your self-communion is nothing like anybody else's self-communion.
Well, yeah, there's
You
like a lot
commune.
more steps and, you know, like
Sometimes you,
accessories and.
Sometimes you like to commune with 4 or 5 people at once. All right.
Yeah,
We
but
need to
you
break
know.
in Aghi with just herself first, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway.
Or Aghi just like doesn't know what to do. She just kind of stands there like shuffling.
Sailix will pull out the game table that they used to play, and he would gesture to the other side to Aghi. Like, well, it looks like Vesperin's going to be reading, so why don't we play a game to pass the time?
You're gonna lose this time.
You said that it lasts 155
Nope, nope,
times.
nope. This is the time.
I look forward to it.
I feel it. Yep.
On the sly, Vesperin would 100% either slip Aghi advice for where to move her pieces, or just quietly cheat and rearrange things.
Wait, when did I put my piece right there?
Oh, you remember? It was like about, I was watching. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I think that's how they pass the night.
Mm-hmm.
You'll realize when it's finally time to head to bed, probably just before sunrise, honestly, because of the way the time's been jumping. Holding a pillow, the gate doesn't activate. What's right there? The ruins of another gate from long ago, the one that connects to the cavern beyond. There's no magic. It's nothing. It doesn't activate. It doesn't prepare. There's no spark as you approach. Just pillows.
We're stuck in Breachill.
I didn't touch it.
That familiar vein on the side of Sailix's neck is like bulging out, and she's like,
Spells rune.
Well,
I'm gonna kill him.
the wizard did mention that might not work exactly again, maybe. But I just thought he was exaggerating and just making things up like he does sometimes.
Sailix kind of turns and he's like walking back away. He's like, well, I guess fucking steal a blanket from one of the goblins because we're sleeping on the floor tonight.
Or we could. And she just looked towards the dream gate.
No.
So, if I get an egg,
No.
so it's not an egg.
No. Sailix will whisper in her ear and just walk away.
Okay.
Back to the tunnel.
No, he's going to lay down on the floor, and he's not walking 8 miles back to Breachill at dawn.
Vesperin, what do you do for the night?
She wants to get a look at. I mean, if we're stuck in the Citadel, like she wants to get a look at the Venga Gate. Is that how I'm pronouncing it correctly? Venga Gate.
Yeah, Venge Gate.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, you can.
Mhm.
Nothing comes of it. It's still in that mundane state, like a broken gate would be. But you could go wherever you like. I mean, you could go back into town. Salix is sleeping on a piece of his cloak in a back room somewhere in the basement. If you find that to be a worthwhile place and it's not worth the 8-mile walk in a cave,
Oh yeah.
enjoy crashing there. Director, you
Yes.
receive a raven. It manages to push open a swinging part of the stained glass window. Albeit it's a bit fogged. You hear Corvus. He looks different, but suddenly you feel strange. What do you do?
After
Director.
what's Corvus? That doesn't look like you. What's going on?
It's cold outside.
It is cold. Yeah.
We would like you to come to Cadence, please.
Cadence. What time is it?
It'll just be for a moment.
All right. Tell him I'm coming.
Oh, I'll ride you. It's all right.
And he'll kind of turn around and is still, kind of putting on his jacket and everything. He's like,
Were you doing
That's-
the nasty?
go away, go, shoot, bird. I'm having a moment.
You notice this woman, you don't recognize her. She looks
Man.
different in a way you can't describe.
Hello, lady.
Suddenly, she's dressed and expecting you to leave so she can close this temple.
Will do. Yep, no, that's exactly what all my ex-wives say. All right, let's go.
You
Course
head
just
back to
pops onto his head.
Hops on my head. Ah! Don't poop.
I don't
walk.
poop.
You don't
I'm
poop.
not real.
Just like all my other anythings. Okay. That's too meta.
So, back at the keg, right?
Yes.
You open the doors. Director. Something's off.
Rune would have arrived not too long before, trying
Yeah.
to stay at the
Oh,
cadence
no.
as short as possible.
Rune, do you approach the director as he enters?
Oh yeah.
Well, hold on, Rune. He's gonna kind of like hold on. Spidey senses are tingling. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, make a perception check. Aiden will approach you, Monica. He'll usher you over his side of the bustling tavern.
Monica has not slept, so just saying.
Yeah, he'll pour a bit of wine into a glass and slide it towards you and just sort of point to his nose awkwardly.
Did you brew this?
It smells like vinegar. It's been replaced.
Like Monica
He'll look at you
bursts out
disturbed.
Oh, that's a good
He had
one.
he had served it
Oh,
to
God.
several patrons already.
Oh God, that's great. All right, we need to check all the bottles before we serve it. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right. Ask them if they will do mead or tea, and I will figure something out.
He's gonna head over to a crate marked vinegar, hoping that there's wine on the inside. Director,
Oh God, that's great.
you hear Rune, but you can't find him in here.
I thought he came in after me.
Right. No, but so when does he speak to you?
He
I
does.
did, yeah.
Yeah, looking around.
Okay.
You can't find him.
All right.
Make another perception check if you would like.
I can make another one.
Yeah.
I'll watchtower this.
No, I mean you hear him, but you can't find him.
Well,
What does Rune see?
Oh, you see the director
the
Looking
acid
around
just
for you.
kicked in.
searching, examining every face,
Yeah.
including yours once or twice.
Rune. Rune, I hear you.
Are you all right, Director?
I need you to raise your hand. Just raise your hand.
I'll make my staff glow a bit. How's that?
Okay, that's fine.
Just a little light spell on this.
And
crystal
suddenly, even his voice starts to seem samey. Director, looking around, features fade. Everybody looks the same. In a way, I don't think you possess the ability to explain in words, despite your skill. Your eyes have betrayed you on the deepest level. Every single living thing in this building looks the same.
Do I notice that he is looking
Tits.
disoriented?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to approach
Rune is
Hey,
well.
hi, director.
Whoa, okay, no, okay, Monica.
Do
All
you need
right,
help?
where are you? Who are you? Which one are you? Which one are you?
I'm the one standing right in front of you.
Okay, all right.
Hi.
Hi.
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for you.
You're
You
looking
don't-
for me.
And Rune. And
Okay.
Rune and like everybody else. It's just that everybody looks the same. And I'm not just talking not just like every human or every halfling looks the same. No, that's horrible. I'm saying everybody looks the same. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
a little worried here.
You look it. So I'm gonna take your hand, okay?
Ah.
And I hook my arm in his arm, and I say, okay, you're gonna walk with me, and we're gonna go sit down, and you're gonna have to trust that I'm sitting you down with the right people, okay?
But you should totally also get me beer. Or ale.
How about I get you coffee?
Ooh. Yeah, that.
I'll get you coffee.
That.
Okay. So I bring him over to wherever Rune is. I don't look at Rune, and I say, okay, I'll be right back. Go get coffee.
Sit there.
Everything all
Oh,
right,
my
Director?
eyes. My eyes. I'm gonna go.
Director,
My eyes. Yes.
Director,
Yes.
just breathe. Answer me this: would this have anything to do with the condition you told me about?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, but my eyes are gonna go, and I won't be able to write anymore. And then, what will become of my art, Rune? Rune. What's gonna
Director,
become-
Director, I have a question
Yes.
for you.
Yeah, sure. What?
Are you hating yourself right now?
I hate myself? That's a loaded question. How much
It
time do
is.
you have? How much time do you charge by the hour?
I have all the time you need. Here's
Don't
why I
say
ask
that.
this.
Mhm.
If you are afraid that you're not going to be able to appreciate the art that you create, are you causing this to yourself?
Oh,
Or
that
the
is.
ring has something to do with it?
Oh no, that's no. I can absolutely assure you that I love myself. I love myself a lot, probably a lot more than a whole bunch of other people, but I love myself quite a bit. No, that's
good.
not that. No, it could be the ring. I don't know. I'm gonna just assume this is a passing thing. Hopefully, maybe somebody's
Rune,
mad at me. I don't know.
Rune will close his eyes and adjust his senses a bit to activate detect magic and take a look at the director.
I need
Detect
a good
magic. How does that work after the 3 rounds? Aura.
So no, it's literally just if there is the presence of magic upon the director, he'll be able to pinpoint the type of magic it is and where it's coming from.
Well, doesn't this seem divine?
So while Rune is looking weird, I will come back with the coffee for the director and
Miss
put it
Freerunner.
in his hands.
Ooh,
What?
Thank you, Amorphous Blob.
I was hoping you could stay for a quick moment.
Give me 5 minutes so that I can
5 minutes if you could manage, please.
all right. And I
Thank
go
you.
and I get Aiden to cover me for a few minutes.
While Rune is waiting, he will grab at his staff, and anyone looking nearby, there's a glow from underneath the eye patch as he looks at the director. Director, I'm going to be
Nice.
touching your face. I want you
Oh
to know
God.
that.
Oh God. Don't. Fine, make it quick, but don't let Sailix see. He's gonna think we're cheating.
Well, Sailix is not here as I come back.
Thank you, other
You
Amorphous
see from
Blob.
under his eye patch, there's a glow emitting as his hand reaches out, and all magic comes from a single place controlled by Nethys.
El Taco.
He who grants us its power, and it is through him that I look to restore. As he casts restoration on the director. Level 2 spell.
Nothing. But director, you start to feel like something's dissolving. As they speak, Rune starts to sound more like Monica, and Monica starts to sound more like Rune. By the end of the spell, you can barely distinguish the voices or any voices in here.
Well, Rune, I'm not going to say that didn't work, but it changed enough so that it definitely didn't work. But that's okay. I don't blame you. It's no problem. I don't know.
No,
He's
it
going to
is a
not be
problem.
pointing at Rune at all. Like, I don't know if this is particularly anything to do with me, but we did our best. Let's just roll with this. We'll see where it goes.
How about you drink some coffee?
He's going to spin around to somebody who's not Monica and be like, that's great. I think that's a more, yes, that is a.
All right. Before this little event occurred, the reason I'd come here is because it would appear that over the last 5 years or so, the Unforgotten have forgotten about each other. 3 of them have gone off to lay about with each other and remember the good times of a good war. 1 is taking care of an inn because they feel they are unwanted, and another is so lost amongst themselves, trying to figure out their problems, they've forgotten the friends that they have. And then there's a pesky wizard who just can't seem to understand what friends are. So, I'm going to be taking the 3 of us to the Citadel, and we're going to see if we can remember who our friends are.
I can't. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is a big day for the entire town.
Mystery Runner.
There is a
Mystery
blizzard
Runner.
outside. No, you don't get to interrupt me. And this is my life. This is my
Yes.
life now.
If you don't want to go, that's fine. I can't make you.
You can bring them here. I can't leave right now. We've got rooms upstairs that aren't taken. You can bring them here. It's fine.
Man, this doesn't sound like old Monica.
Well, no, it doesn't, because you've got something weird going on in your head. But also, I've already told you, Rune, that I want answers. So if you're going to give me answers, that's great. I just cannot leave right now. So either meet me here or fuck off. Okay?
Is that the ultimatum then? No compromise for old friends. And not me, but them.
I would love to. However, I can't, because unlike you, I have responsibilities.
That's horrible. That's lame. Come on, haven't you ever want to go out? I mean, Monica, have you ever never wanted to go explore? Do an adventure. He's not looking at Monica. He's looking at somebody completely different.
Director,
Yeah.
I miss our adventures. I really do. But today, right now, unrealistic.
No, completely realistic. Absolutely, completely realistic.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Mystery Runner.
Looking at a wall.
For the span of nearly 1 year, you were dead. Plus minus
2
a few
years.
months.
2 years. And no, I wasn't. Dumbass.
You were stuck in a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
No, you
And,
weren't. You couldn't have been.
Good friends did their very best to try and bring you back. Now, when you're dealing with life and death, there are always prices to pay. So, I understand that for a half decade now, you've been on your own, wrestling with questions you can't answer for whatever reason. But the fact of the matter is, one day to not be selfish and come be with your friends.
Excuse me, I bend over backwards for all of you.
I bend over too, but you don't hear me.
I have fed you all. I have cared for you all on the road. I have done everything in my power to make sure that you eat and that you sleep and that you do everything that is necessary to stay alive. I am not being selfish when I'm with you all, except right now I am asking that you give me a break and meet me where I am for once. I am not chasing after you. Not again.
I spent 7 years alone in order to free you. 7 years. I did
Why?
not taste your food. I did not drink your drink. I did not have a chance to laugh at your jokes. 7 years I spent on my own, away from people, because I could not come here. I could not see them. I was not allowed. Because prices must be paid, and I had to pay it in order for you to live. Now, I thanked you. Each of those people walked through hell and had to put up with me to help you. So, they fought their war. They loved each other. Did they forget about Modica for a few years? Yeah, those times are painful. Sometimes it hurts. But we have to do something, and soon. And if we are not friends anymore, it is going to make it exceedingly more difficult to succeed. So all I am asking is for you to take a few moments, an hour, to come be with friends, and I will bring you back here.
Well said. I was gonna lean over to Broom. Well said.
A broom.
Monica's going to get up on her chair and turn around and go, "Bar's closing in 10 minutes.
Bar doesn't have to close, but all right.
There are 2 people who run this bar. Aiden can't do it by himself with this many people. He needs a break. And if I'm not here to give him one, then he is going to die of exhaustion.
I can give you a few assistants if you like.
Just, you want me to go with you to the fucking Citadel? I'll go to the fucking Citadel. Your stupid fancy speeches and everything. This is what I have to do to get it done.
All
This
right.
is my price to pay.
Very well, Miss Runner.
Whatever. Monica proceeds to send people off and close up and lock up and put out fires, or as many fires as she can. Happy now?
Moderately.
What's next, Varun? What do you do?
Teleport.
Who? Where?
The 3 of us to the Citadel. Specifically,
level of the
I'll set his
Citadel?
ring. I'll set his ring.
Vesperin, how bad is the timing? I'll let you tell me how bad the timing is before.
Look, man, we're at Temple right now. I'm gonna need you to come back.
Yeah,
All right.
it's pretty
the Clistrian
bad.
is at worship.
Yeah.
Shabbos.
You know, I'm just gonna say that I feel like it's one of those things of like, I wasn't aware somebody could bend that way.
Director, this is none of this registers to you, of course.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I imagine the wizard might, for the sake of everyone, perform some sort of magic to shield people's eyes from what they're about to see. But if not, there's Callistrian worship occurring at the base of Vengegate,
Yeah.
and it is not responding.
Well, you know,
Monica's like, I didn't know he could bend that way, and then walks away.
Ben, what way? Spence too.
Come this way. Come
What's
this
going
way.
on?
Oh my god.
I drag the director with.
Director, you
We'll
don't
be
even know who
upstairs
said that.
when you're done.
No.
I don't know who's saying anything. I'm just here.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
As Rune
Um,
points over to the little room next to the gate, that's my room. This is where I live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
We'll be upstairs when you're done.
Got it.
See, and you said that you didn't believe me when I told you that he was spying on us that whole time.
Never again will I listen to any of your ideas.
No,
Never.
this wasn't my
again.
fault. Blame the wizard. He's fucking spying on us. Like, that's not okay. Like, he needs to ask consent.
For what it's worth, Corvus is still on Dreamgate, just looking down.
You're surrounded by his notes,
nasty.
his like office.
My god.
How you doing, Corvus?
They're really that comfy. I mean, I've always wanted to sleep in it personally.
Yep.
Yep.
Go on, continue. I'll just.
Oh no,
Wait.
Sailix didn't stop.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's
at no point did he have any shame when anybody was like, "Oh, he's like 182 years on this fucking
No.
planet. I'm not bothered
Yeah.
at this point."
We still have at least 12 more of the holy positions to cycle through. We have to be thorough.
Don't forget to follow this channel if you're enjoying the show. By the way, just
Just
figure out
subscribe. Link and subscribe.
while we're
Thank
here
you.
every Sunday. It's a variety stream for sure. So,
I think I murdered Daniel.
all right,
Alright.
where's Aghi?
Daniel.
Aghi, our beautiful, wonderful,
We imagine
holy.
up on the battlements.
My daughter.
As far away as she can be.
Yes.
So yes, outside. She had to run away.
Director, you're at.
Yep.
You're with Monica. You think, unless somebody else, everybody looks
I
the
don't know.
same to you.
All the same.
Nope, I haven't let go of him so that he knows that it's me.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know who grabbed me. I think maybe it's you. Not 110% sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of be. He can see like everything else though. He can see like things though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go kind of. I'm fine. Leave me alone. I'm fine. I got it. I don't know who any of you are, but whatever. I can do stuff.
Right.
He's gonna start
Sure.
looking through
Okay.
runes, just like looking at stuff of runes and trying to get some idea of what's. So what are we doing here? What's going on?
We're waiting for Sailix and Vespa to finish.
Oh my God, they're not done. Guys, hurry the hell up.
I don't think you can hurry this worship. So, but
Oh, you'd be surprised. I mean, if we're going off of past experience, trust me.
well, my past experience in that temple says otherwise. Anyway, so wizard.
Hello.
Since we've got time,
Yeah.
do you have answers to some of my questions?
I believe I'd answered some of them already.
So we used to be friends.
We were.
Okay. What about the number?
I do not remember. But I was told.
That seems unlikely, but all right. Okay.
There's a great open space to meet up a flight, another level above Alcetta's ring. In this basement, if you wish to convene there, it's warmer down here than it is up above. It's poorly insulated. Up in the.
Well, Rune was
actual
actually going to be
castle.
heading up to the battlements to get a better view of the citadel.
Okay, and if the whole party goes there, you'll see Aghi standing watch.
Monica's complaining to the director and just being like, we could have met at the keg and it would be warm and we'd all be comfortable, but no, we had to come to the citadel.
I'm really, really sorry to hear that, Sailix. I kind of agree. I don't know. Man.
It's
I didn't
still
think-
Monica, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Woo. That was almost a really big mistake. Glad I didn't say that. All right. Whew.
Hello,
It's
Aghi.
okay.
When did you guys get here?
Oh, a few moments ago.
Who's that?
So that is Aghi. Aghi
Okay,
is
yeah.
okay.
Got it.
You
got it.
remember who Aghi is, you just can't differentiate
Yeah.
her. Is that
All
right?
of the
Okay.
same. All of the same.
I don't
Alright.
think we've actually met.
We
Monica
did briefly.
and director. The cold is biting at you very quickly. This is some of the
Oh, hell
coldest weather
no.
you've experienced in memory. You can make fortitude saves if you'd
Hell
like,
no.
unless anybody has another idea. Especially coming up in the battlements, it's especially windy.
I set the whole thing on fire. To keep myself warm, and only myself.
You guys are looking a little cold.
Can I say that my fortitude save means that I remembered to bring my coat?
Yes.
My giant patchwork coat.
Rune does not look cold.
It's because
I am dying.
Yes, director looks rough.
Much like IRL Alex.
His hair looks like an icy pop.
I'm just Jon Snow. Like a gif of Jon Snow. That is always me, and that's always gonna be.
Augie's unfazed.
I think, director, you're a little bit shorter than me.
I am. I'm a little bit shorter.
Okay, so I like hug you with my coat.
Rune, you're being exceptionally nice. I like this, but
This is only to keep you warm. This is for no other reason than to make sure you don't freeze to death.
he's gonna whisper, Sailix is gonna think we're cheating.
Sailix is fucking someone else right now.
It's not.
Monica, you should probably take him inside.
I should, except Sailix and Vespa are in the middle of prayers.
I really don't care. I don't
You
give
should
a
be able
shit.
to head to the main hall of the Citadel.
I don't
It'll
give a
be
shit.
warm there.
All right, fine. And I take him with me.
All right, let's go. Don't
Let's
give
go.
a shit.
Poor director.
I can't tell who anybody is. It's fine.
Hello, Aghi.
Hi, Rune. Just like see her fists clench for a moment.
I was hoping to request you to join the rest of us once Sailix and Vesperin are finished.
To like have dinner together for what?
Oh, well, dinner maybe, but at least have a quick conversation, if at all possible. If you wouldn't mind.
Why do we need to have a conversation?
Well, you are friends with Sailix and Vesperin, and I care for them very much. So by proxy, I care for you too. And I would like all of us to be friends if at all possible.
It's not really how that works, Rune. Just
Maybe
'cause-
not for you.
Why do you look like this?
Like her.
I've heard stories from Sailix and Vesperin, and you're not as old as you should be.
As I was sentenced to my 5 years in solitary confinement, I was forced to remake my body. In doing so, I was given an opportunity to get a few years back.
Doesn't sound like a very bad sentence.
Have you been alone for 7 years?
Nah, I've been at war for 7 years.
Yeah.
You see, you notice, Rune, Aghi, in this state, she's younger than you. Yet she seems like older by quite a lot. You notice the hair where the snow has met, it's stuck to her skin and it's frozen, but she seems unbothered.
I know you don't like me. I don't really expect you to be honest. But, as I said, you are friends of two people I care about. So, I figure at the very least, maybe we can try to be amicable.
You say you care about them, Rune.
Yeah?
But all the shit that you have put them through does not seem to indicate that. I just think you're a really good liar. Because I don't
Well-
understand how they have not killed you yet.
If I may ask, what are you willing to at least share what they told you I did to them?
No.
Okay.
But I won't kill you until I see you do something to them with my own eyes. And rest assured, you are not my friend, and I don't think we will be. But they are my friends. So whatever
That's-
mission you seem to have, Rune, if it puts them in danger, I'll just nip it in the bud and get rid of you.
I told the Vesperin this just yesterday. The thing I'm asking of them, they have every choice to stay or go. I'm not making it for them. If you tell them they shouldn't do it and they agree, so be it. But there's a problem, and I will find a way to solve it if I have to. I just trust them to do it. Now I get it. You don't know me. You don't know what we went through. And I hurt them. I know I did. Hopefully I can make amends. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. All I can do is try. But as for what happens next, I'll take the blame for giving them the option, sure. And if you want to kill me for that, feel free to try. But it is not me that is going to make them take that choice. They're going to do it on their own. And you'll have to like or hate them for that. If you're going to hate me equally. Be fair about it, at least.
You don't know the depths of my hatred, Rune, but we'll see.
Fair enough. At any rate,
Let's go have
are
dinner.
you comfortable up here? Do you need anything?
No, not from you.
There'll be food downstairs. Conversation when they're done. You are clearly more than welcome to join.
I don't need your invitation. And she'll like walk past him to go down the stairs.
Rune will stay up there a few moments longer to get a lay of the citadel as it is.
Not much has changed. They've fortified it. You see a small camp on the outside that they've expanded. You could tell maybe 100, 120 goblins might live here by now. It's reached a ceiling of sorts. But it's bitter cold. You can't feel it save for Aghi's chilling words to you before she left. What do you do?
That's really about it. He just wanted to see if the citadel had been built up any further or if there's room. And then he will head down with those who are in the kitchen or the eating area, what have you, waiting for the Vesperin and Sailix.
Yeah, poorly prepared boar is what's for dinner. They weren't expecting guests. But they do have two of them, and there might be enough if somebody has the palate for something like that. Does the party meet on the main level towards the end? This is
Monica
probably pre-sunrise at this point.
Monica cannot let the poorly prepared boar stand, and so works her magic to make it super tasty. Once again, reminding the goblins why she's welcome.
How about the rest of the party? You meet up there?
Yeah.
Can I tell the difference between goblins?
No, you don't know a goblin from a human.
Okay, I'm wandering around aimlessly.
waiting for somebody to
Yeah, just be
keep
like,
thinking you hear Rune talk to you,
Yeah.
but it's actually a goblin talking about eating a rat or something.
I agree. I completely agree, Rune. That is, keep walking.
Does the party retire here? Do you head back to Breachill?
Oh, just waiting for the party to gather up.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I feel better, but was not able to open that gate. Sorry. I've tried everything I know, Rune. Everything I know.
We really
You're
don't.
the director cackling from somewhere in the Citadel. Ha!
We was thorough. Very, very thorough.
Typically, it's not for future reference, not that it really matters. It is a thing that opens the gate.
I got some more ideas then.
That wasn't the
No.
gate she was trying to
I
open.
heard.
So
Corvus
good.
will go find the director and lead him back to the group.
It's a flying blob. Follow it.
Excellent.
And it'll just attach itself and gesture which direction the director needs to go to get back to everybody.
And you meet there. There's a little campfire. It hasn't moved. It's been turned actually into a bit of a fire pit. Even though this used to be sort of like an entry room of sorts, it's now been converted into a mini barracks for these small goblins. But there are logs laying around the fire, so you can sit and talk.
Ooh boy. Ooh boy.
Hello, everyone. I'm sure I'm the last person most of you wanted to see, but here I am. So,
Hello, Sailix.
oh, director, just relax for a minute. Just relax.
A
What's-
goblin says.
What's wrong with him?
I think he's been cursed by a deity.
Not the only one.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I have something very simple to say, and then everyone can go about their business, or I will do everything I can to get you back to where you want to go. You just let me know. For 5 years, a lot of us decided to go off on our separate ways, by hook, crook, or whatever we felt was necessary to find ourselves again. It is very clear that the unforgotten have forgotten each other to some extent. Sailix and Vesperin, Aghi, fast friends, fighting compatriots, liberating people in a faraway land. To be commended, no doubt. Monica returned from the dead and effectively left on their own. Come back to Breachill and find their own way. The director, making interesting deals, returning themselves, and me, of course. But I asked you all to come back here because the triad is... They've made moves, and we will need to be prepared. But, as I have promised both Vesperin and Aghi, the choice is really yours on whether you want to do this or not. I've heard rumors and have some information on what they're doing. Still trying to figure out how to get to them. And I wanted to see if we were all still friends enough to do this. And if not, that's fine. It happens. Mistakes were made, and sometimes you can't fix them. So, that is the first question I have to ask. Are we still enough of a friendship to do this or not?
Monica will look at Sailix with just like asking the question.
Why the fuck is everybody looking at me?
You're the one
Yes,
who
yeah.
remembers everything, I think.
Everyone trusts you.
Oh, that's
That Aghi.
shame.
As shame as it may be, it is the truth.
Notice even the goblins are looking at you. Pairs of red eyes scattered about.
I will tell them in Goblin, not your business. Leave on.
Fact of the matter is, for every challenge that we have run into, you have led the charge, doing your best to protect everyone here and beyond.
Much as I hate to give the wizard credit for literally anything, we did travel half a continent away, following your vision. So there's a little merit in it.
I mean, I just want to know if we're still friends. That's all. It's not that big a thing.
Sailix would look to Monica and just kind of like flicker in the forehead. He was like, I wouldn't come to eat at your fucking bar if we weren't friends. Don't insult me, please.
All right. Then
And
we're
then-
still friends.
Then he'll look to Rune and he's like, and then I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have allowed you to defile my sanctuary if we weren't friends. So again, with the insulting me, we're here.
That you are. Quite right. The next thing then is slightly less pressing, and that would be the Citadel here. That has been under my ownership since we founded it, or found it again. And I was curious if the Unforgotten would like it. As a permanent home.
Not displacing the goblins, obviously.
Clearly.
When Monica mentions the goblins, Sailix will look pointedly at Aghi.
Just brushes her nose.
If you choose to stay here, there are some upgrades that I am preparing to do for the Citadel to meet the needs of the Unforgotten.
Bar.
Yes, a bar is one of them.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
Ideally, an extension of Caden's cake.
Proper beds. That seems like a good idea.
Horse d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. They're called
That.
hors d'oeuvres.
Thank you, best friend.
Caltrops.
Caltrops. Wait. No one said anything about caltrops. What are we talking about now?
600 pounds of caltrops.
That's more caltrops than I know. I did upgrade my bag of holding. Spent 5 years actually collecting every
I'll
caltrop.
have the contract for the Citadel rewritten to include everyone's names.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose the question I have then is, it's all well and good to be talking about making plans here, but where's the next thing? You mentioned before we was going after the Triad, yeah? So like, I mean, is this going to be another one of those things that takes us halfway around the world or whatever? And like, will we even be back here? Like,
None of my contacts have said anything about their movements. At least not in this region.
So far, it has been proven, admittedly limited, That triad has had involvement at every other end of the gates that reside here in Alcetta's ring. It stands to reason, then, wherever these gates go, the triad is there. They know about these gates. How or why, I have no idea, but they do. And so, yeah, we'll be coming back here if for no other reason than this is a hub. And having a place we can come to that is reasonably secure is ideal. And once I've mastered, or at the very least become a little bit better at the gate, Pillow Gate, I will do my best to reactivate it so that when you want to go back, you can.
So I
And
think
as for its location, Sailix, I didn't even know that place existed. I had no idea your mentor was going to want to put it there. And if I had, I wouldn't have wanted to.
Just kind of waves it off.
So I think before we can even think about going after the triad or anything like that, we have two big problems that need to be resolved. I point at the director and I point at me. One of us is having severe perception issues when it comes to other people, and I have missing memories. And also, you make me want to vomit. And that's clearly not natural.
Well, I don't know. It makes a couple of us want to vomit, you know? Like, we just have a better way of hiding it. No offense, bro. You know?
You notice just about everybody tried to chime in on that note to say something about Rune, except Aghi stands in a corner away from the light. And as you look over, she's likely just staring at you. She's near a crack in the wall where it meets the door. You can hear the howling of the blizzard outside getting more intense as time passes.
Listen, I can always stay here and help you from here if you would prefer. I'm not going to get in the way of trying to fight the triad. And if me being around is going to cause problems, that's fine.
I want.
That's it. Right now. Everybody shut the fuck up. This is how this is going to go down. We're going to tell Monica what happened and why she has no memories. Any objections? Keep them to yourself. Monica, the reason you can't remember anything is because that's the price you paid to come back. You were dead. You were fully dead. I killed you. I dropped your pendant into the ocean and you drowned. Your bloated body was brought out of the stone, and Pharasma, the goddess of death, brought you back. Your penance was your memories. The reason you feel sick when you look at Rune is because that is part of his costs to pay as well.
Wait.
This is not up for
I called that.
question. This is just what happened. I have no other answers for you. This is all I know.
Monica's amulet begins to glow.
And I just.
Rune's kind of wincing, waiting for Pharasma to appear.
Vespa also, like, nervously looks around.
Monica, reflex save. It's hot to the touch if you try to cover it with your hand, or you could let go.
I'll let go.
How large
What?
is this amulet?
The amulet is about palm sized for me as a halfling.
Those around the campfire, you can see a twinkle in it. Aghi, you're not in the right perspective. You can't see this, but there's something inside of it moving about. It's emitting light as well.
And I'll just look at it and be like, what, Kyrian? You have something to say?
He ignores you. The director, you don't see this. Sailix, Rune, Vesperin. You see the face of a dragon filling the space of this red gem, looking out at Sailix, calmly, sternly, as if you could properly read dragon emotions yet, but he waits for you to continue. Just making his presence known. Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, everybody meet Kyrian. This is who I was stuck with for the 2 years that I was dead. Okay?
Hello.
Like, great company.
He was, actually.
Anyway. You were brought back by Pharasma. And as we left the gate, Rune stayed behind to repair any damage and make sure that we all got out safe. So I'm not going to hear any more of this, oh, well, Rune did this and Rune did that. It's done. He made sure we got back. And that's what matters. If anybody doesn't want to take on the triad, feel free to leave now. Director, if you want to leave, I will throw you out the door and you can stumble blindly in the blizzard. I'm sure your luck will win out and you'll end up somewhere tropic.
Probably.
He can't recognize any of us right now.
Not at all. That's okay. I mean, whatever.
I'm pretty sure his issue is separate from my issue.
It is. It definitely is. Don't worry about me.
Partially.
Meh.
So,
I just listen. I just want to be sarcastic in his general direction, okay? That's what I'm saying. Don't take that away from me.
Sailix will look to Aghi.
I'll go where you go.
There you have it.
Yeah, I've got like a third book deal riding on this.
Um,
So it's fine. You got me.
Oi, director. Yeah,
What?
you got to keep on, making your stories and stuff. Like,
Exactly. No, I'm not. You don't have to worry about me. Like, I can't tell who anybody is. It might be horrible, but I'm in this. I got another book deal riding on this.
well, hang on. Let's talk about that. Yeah, like,
Are we gonna do that now? Are we doing this now?
Yeah, we're doing
Okay.
it live.
Okay, we're doing it now. Okay, that's
Did
fine.
you cheat on Pharasma?
Oh, did I? Oh no, not on Pharasma. No. I called it though. She knew. She didn't know, and that's the best part. But continue. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You're a
Hang on.
follower of Shilin, is that right?
Oh, that's a little bit of a.
With a goddess.
No, well, yeah, not yet.
I
Listen,
feel like Vesperin's like readying a high five.
you gotta read the story. It's almost done. It's gonna be really, really good. A little steamy, a little smutty, but it's gonna be good.
Those are the best stories.
Yeah,
Have you tried to say sorry to whoever you're betrothed to?
Oh, have I tried to say I'm sorry?
Yes.
Ugh, of course not. No.
Do
Yeah.
yourself a favor and give it a try. An honest.
Ugh.
I know.
How would I just not be able to tell any one of my friends apart ever again? That sounds like a lot better option.
Well,
Is
my
it?
option is we can turn you off and attempt to turn you back on again.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work again.
You'd be surprised.
But also, like, we kind of need you to know who we are, because the magic that you do could hit us. And if we're fighting things, that would be a bad thing. Or a good
Yeah.
thing. So,
that
You
would
kind
be.
of see. Oh,
No, go ahead.
you see Aghi like put her hand on her axe with like where this conversation's going.
Kill me. Do it. Kill me. No, don't actually kill me. He wouldn't advocate that. Alex is only saying kill me. The director I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to work. It's gonna kind of ride with this. Anybody has ideas? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, again, like, maybe this is where you start from the beginning and give us all the lowdown on what's all going on so we can, have this group experience where we contribute ideas and, thoughts and theories about what the fuck is going on with you. I mean, that could be a productive use of this time.
You're very insightful, Rune. You're very, very insightful. Very wise, and that's why you're the wizard.
Aye. And not to mention, snappy fucking dresser.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn. Rune's a horrible dresser to Rune.
He really is.
God awful. Oh well, no, that's fine.
Oh, so dark and broody.
Yeah. Fucking hate dark and broody people.
All right, so I mean, here's the lowdown. Here's the skinny of it. Well, after you had your, I got after the play. Let's go back. We're gonna just do a real brief thing. After the play, things happen. I got a little sad. It was a bad time. It's kind of coming back and forth. Anyway, Pharasma. Let's just say I ended up down there. Not the first time, maybe. I don't know. There was a little bet. We had a little bet about whether looking at somebody. He's going to look at somebody. Monica, you got a story. You had a story. I called it. Let's just say Pharasma was really entertained. Super entertained. Don't know how. Nirvana. Ended up in Nirvana. Best place. Greatest place. Wonderful. Thing is, don't get married there. Don't get married in Nirvana. Do you know why?
Married a Celestial.
Don't listen. The reason why you don't get married in Nirvana? Okay, just a little bit of context. When you're in Nirvana, the more artsy you are, the more creative you are, the more attractive you are. I was rolling in it. 20, 30, doesn't matter. Rolling in it. I am creative. Anyway, there was some jealousy. I got married. Yeah. Did I have to run away? Yeah. Did I have to come back? Yes. Am I here? Yes. Is this all a giant challenge so that I can write my third book and finally be able to settle in Nirvana? Yes. Maybe. I don't know. We're here. That's why. Yeah.
So
I want to know about the bet.
so the wife that you took, I'm assuming it's a wife. She's pissed because you cheated on her. Because you cheated on a Celestial and she's robbed you of your senses.
Yeah, you really gotta, communicate the open thing, like, right from the word go, Like, it's all about being honest and open and...
I'm gonna let you know, in Nirvana, kind of like everything is open. I mean, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Right, but I imagine you'd have to have, like, an agreement on this is what is okay, this is what is not okay. Am I right? And I look at Vesperin. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had one of those, but I would assume that that's how that works.
You gotta have those...
Man, Rune doesn't really know what he's talking about.
So... Are they here now, or like...
No.
Okay.
No, they're definitely not here. They're not listening in right now.
Here, director, how about you just get on your knees and pray real hard that they'll come and save you.
No, that's what you just ended. I just on my knees and I pray they come. Okay, got it. No, I'm just kidding.
That's how all the best tempo sessions end.
Well, that's how they start.
Now you can't be telling you can't go telling anybody this. I gotta write this. This is all already in the publisher's hands, essentially.
Why would we tell anybody?
Ouch.
This is your secret that you are sharing with your friends. It's not our secret to share.
That's good. I don't have to kill you. Just kidding. I can't.
So I want to make sure I understand this. You went to Nirvana, and you were
Yes.
so happy there, you got married again. And then realized you need to come back here to write your magnum opus. And
Yeah.
you ran from the individual that you were married to. I'm presuming you did not tell them.
No.
Why would you get married though? Like that's
The
what I
director
don't
loves
get.
falling in love. The director doesn't necessarily like being in love.
Yeah, but you don't need marriage to be in love.
I got a ring out of it.
So
You
it's
can
just
just-
like when Vesperin goes to open her mouth, he just like brushes his wing in her face, just like scaring her words.
I can't say that all of my wives were, we'll say not just in their action to want to divorce me. I'm not saying that at all. I believe in marriage a lot. I just nope, that's it. That's the end of that. I just how I feel.
Well, it is very likely you're going to need to get a divorce.
I need another lawyer.
A celestial divorce. That's gonna be
Celestial
messy.
divorce lawyer. That's gotta cost a fortune.
They're
I
gonna
don't know
take.
that.
Well,
They're
on
gonna
top
take her
of it,
eyesight in the divorce.
yeah, exactly. Like, if she's already robbed him of cognition, like,
Cognition. I know what you are. Looking at Aghi, I know who you are.
You notice, looking out in that
what is
direction.
the alimony like?
By the way, you shouldn't put my name on the Citadel because there's gonna be somebody coming after it. I have a lot of back alimony.
Yeah, really don't put his name
Don't
on
put
it.
my name on it.
Because then Amira Lang will own part
You're
of
like,
it.
well, I heard the IRS is gonna come report this. Anyway, sorry.
It's the ERS, the Enzo Cool Revenue Service, by the way. For
God.
canon,
Oh my
we're
God,
like,
no.
you got it. All right.
Oh no!
Enzo Cool.
Speaking of who's in the chat. So are we trying to set a plan here, or are we just agreeing that we are going to make a plan but clearing the air?
Rune, can you do me a favor? Can you teach me detect magic?
Yes.
All right.
It was just as you had that realization that such a thing would help. It's a non-sensory perception or stimulus, and nobody really knows exactly how detect magic works. But if someone's having vision problems, detect magic usually transcends that. So
I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to learn me that. I'm gonna need you to teach me that.
All right, I can do that.
All right.
As for your question, Monica, part of it, was to clear the air a bit. And the other part of it was to find out how everyone felt about the Citadel. And then finally, the hope was to get everyone back to Caden's Keg for maybe some drinks and a warmer bed.
A couple people will have to bunk up, but sure. It's definitely warmer than this.
I mean, in fairness, I've got a bed at the archivist that I don't use, so someone can also stay there if you need.
Didn't look like a nice bed. I don't know why you don't.
It's because
Yeah, I
Rune
like
doesn't
laying
need to
and read a
sleep
book.
anymore.
I don't.
You
First
really?
thing I learned at the Alabaster Academy in the Ethereal Plane. Don't sleep. I get more done that way.
In the bar college, they always tell us to sleep with a lot of people.
Did I ever tell you that sleep was necessary?
All the
Yeah,
time.
and then you were gone.
And then he
I
found
don't know if I'm
oh,
I don't know if I'm flattered or heartbroken for you.
and then he found a spell to stop eating too.
What? Shit. I apologize for being an asshole to you.
But
Would I find a spell on?
not to eat.
Oh yeah.
You had your ring of sustenance.
Yeah, I don't sleep, eat, or drink, or I don't need to.
Anyway, back on to pressing matters.
Yeah, can we go somewhere that's warm? Like the hearth in front of my bar?
Before the triad,
Yeah.
what about him?
Yeah.
Well, as I said, they've been poking around again, and I've heard their agents back in Cantargo. I'm still trying to parse out where exactly they're at, but I am fairly certain it has to do with one of these gates that we haven't gone through yet.
Not that it helps me, but like, what are we looking for here? What do they look like?
Well, it's hard to tell what they look like, but they have insignia on their clothes. So if you can tell people's clothes, can you tell that we're all wearing different clothes or no?
No.
Okay. Well,
Amorphous blobs.
Just as part of the helping the director conversation, Rune will attach a sigil to himself and can you see that, director?
Can I see that, Ian?
Yeah,
It's just a magical sigil.
you can see it.
I can see it.
All right. This one is my symbol, and it looks like a raven.
Got it.
I will, for anyone who wants one, I will give them a sigil, and you'll at least be able to differentiate for the time being, until we can parse out how to help you.
Seems like a good idea.
As for the triad itself, they've been increasing their participation in slave trading. At least that's how I'd heard about them.
In Kintago.
Yeah.
shit. That means Chelix is next.
Well, Chalice is pretty well known for accepting that sort of thing, or at least not bucking it. I think that's why they like doing business in this area. The question still stands. They're leveraging the gates for some reason, but they aren't coming through here. So they know about them, and it stands to reason that there's other gates out there, and they're likely using those.
Who are they selling the slaves to?
That is a fantastic question I have yet to figure out.
We'd want to know who they're targeting as buyers, and we want to know who they're targeting as slaves. Because before, they were mostly taking us smaller folk.
Well, I mean, slaves. You have your typical slave targets, right? The poor, the weak, the forgotten.
How much longer until the thing you're making is done?
Oh, that could take some time.
Because obviously, both of us got more resources in Kintago than fuck all here.
I do too.
Yeah.
The Dream Gate is going to be the best way back to Cantargo.
So Vesperin like shoots Sailix a look of like, I fucking told you.
So it just kind of whispers like there'll be no living with her now.
All right. So.
But. Go ahead, Miss Freerunner.
There's just all my resources are out that way. So, and I don't make my normal pilgrimage until spring. Damn it. What
Well, this
do
is
you
one of those
have
life
planned?
choices. Do you want to be a tavern owner or an adventurer?
Yes.
Then you need to hire staff.
You can just see people, know that people are slaves and stay in your tavern, Monica.
There's a lot of a life that's too big for me, you know? And while I'm stronger now than I was, the last time we took on the triad, most of you know how that ended for me.
And it doesn't sound like it's too big for you. It sounds like you're too small for it.
Sure. Nice try. I agree that they have to be stopped. I just have to really think about the road I have to go down to be of any use.
Of course, because it's not like they would just stop at fucking Kintago or any of the other cities when they have literally this giant castle where they can conquer the world and enslave everybody. And this Breachill is so fortified and defensible and full of things defending it that I'm sure they'll have no problem should we fail.
Thank you for saying my entire internal monologue out loud. I appreciate that.
So there are a lot of weird things about this place right now. Fact is, there are, 5 gates sitting underneath this place. We've been through 2. At each one of them, they've been on the other side. So the question is, why aren't they here? Why have they not come to Alcetta's ring? There's got to
Because they
be a
don't
reason.
have the key, obviously.
We don't know that.
Every
It
gate
does stand
has
to
a
reason
key.
that they wouldn't have the key. That's the easiest answer, which is fair. But they're at least keeping an eye on those gates. And if they know about them and have access to others, that means they're using them to transport people all over the place, far beyond our immediate reach. So, if everyone's still amicable, then I will continue to press forth to figure out where they're making the most noise. And once we figure that out, we'll get there. In the meantime, I'll divert some of my funds to begin some changes to the Citadel.
Right. Well, if you're doing that, when you can open Pillowgate, you let me know. I'll pop on over and grab some of the lieutenants from the army. They could stand to train some people or some goblins to fight a little better than what they're doing now.
Yeah, I don't much like the idea of just sitting and twiddling our thumbs while there's bullshit elsewhere.
Well, I would at least make the time you have here right now the best of it, as you clearly have been.
Hey, that was to try to see, because I told you.
Another word.
It was for science.
Not.
Are we done here? Can we go back to where it's warm?
Who would like to go back to Caden's Keg?
Sounds like we all need a drink.
And I have vinegar to serve.
Really?
Anyone who's
Interesting.
willing.
Monica just like has this genuine smile at Vesperin. Like, I see you. It's awesome. Nobody plays anymore. It's great.
Anyone who's willing to take the quick way back to Caden's Keg, just grab a hold of my staff.
Who does?
First time I've been told that.
Sailix walks over and he's like, the last time I was this close to you.
I'm not cheating on him. I'm not cheating on you. Jeez. Okay.
Was it at least a good kiss?
That's what she said.
Top 5.
Holding your staff.
Thank you, sir.
Holding your staff.
Vesperin takes the staff with a smile on her face.
Aghi, come on. I've been working on some
Aghi,
stuff for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pull
Yeah,
your,
Rune
pull
is
your
just
eyes
sort of
down
looking
from the
at
back
Aghi.
of your skull and join on this.
Get in some rod.
Mhm. Come here.
Okay.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Come on, you big gorgeous woman.
And Rune will
Away we
take his
go.
compatriots back to Caden's Keg.
Scare the shit out of Aiden.
Vanished from this withering, decrepit citadel. The vortex spins the fire a bit. The goblins return. A piece of the door falls off and lands in the scrappy citadel, and they shrug as these adventurers that like to stop by every generation or so leave having made no additional quality of life changes to this place.
Give them
But
a
suddenly
great
you're
meal.
back.
Let's be clear. I gave them a great meal.
Yeah, you sure do. And they add some logs to the fire to try to brave the winter
Christmas
cold
miracle.
that's coming in through the cracks in the walls. But that doesn't matter because suddenly you're back at Caden's Keg.
Mhm.
It's closed. Or at least it's supposed to be closed. It hasn't been that long since you used teleportation, but Aiden is still trying to usher some folks out. Most of the goblins have left, though.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Would you all like privacy, or do you mind if we have business?
I don't mind. All right. Keep it open.
All right.
Let people stay.
1 hour. Last call.
And suddenly the crowd is reinvigorated.
Yeah.
They would do just about anything to avoid that cold.
Yeah.
Now they've got another hour of doing just that. Director,
Yes,
you're in your domain.
I am.
Drinks are within arm's reach, and you imagine one of these people must be Sailix.
Yeah,
Sailix,
Yes.
you're not
you
there.
drinking tonight?
He is not.
Hmm.
I feel like Vesperin is very intently watching, like, between the director and Sailix, just like, what? When's the
Suddenly
egg come
Vesperin
out?
wants to get Sailix drinking, huh? Hmm. It's
She
it's
just
almost-
wants to know the director's secret. Just like,
Poor life choices at every corner.
I've
Can
made
Aghi
many
like
poor life choices.
leave the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
She just sort of walks out.
And what do
It's
the rest
too
of you want
crowded.
to do for the rest of the night here?
You're not drinking, Sailix, are you? You said you weren't drinking.
Yeah, no, he's not.
You say that to Rune.
Yeah, you're not drinking, Sailix.
Remember, I've got the sigil.
Oh yeah, you got this. I can tell. I can tell him.
You're just incoherent at this point.
Okay.
That's classic director. Yeah.
Has
That's
nothing
not
to
the
do
curse.
with-
That's the
not-
curse that
it's
is
just
your
him.
own existence.
He legit forgot just Monaco. It wasn't that that was okay. You're not okay. Right, no, you're not drinking, Sailix. Why?
Sailix stands up and he's like, "You're no fun to drink with if you can't see anything."
Bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
He's gonna look
That
down.
is goddamn bullshit.
As he's
You're just a-
walking past the director, he's gonna look down at him. He's like, "You've been talking to a broom for the last 5 minutes."
Better conversation than your skinny ass. I'm kidding. I love you.
Should I just deposit you two on the water tower now or later?
No, he's no fun. He's not. Nope. No fun.
Alright.
Vesperin would whisper
perform.
something to Sailix and then head out to look for Aghi.
If I see you heading out, I will hand you a thermos to keep warm.
Okay.
The Sailix. Are we good?
Oh, we still have to have our talk.
You guys,
An hour
there's
later.
there's a room upstairs that's not being used. It's the third door on the left.
Sailix walks to the front door of Caden's Keg and open it, letting cold air blast, and he's like, "Oh no, I wouldn't want to destroy your beautiful bar."
Again, next floor, 3 doors down to the left.
Should I just follow you, Sailix?
He just kind of gestures to the open door.
Rune walks out.
As the door closes, Sailix steps out of the shadows in front of Rune. Like, so as he was walking out, like Sailix walks out of the building, so he's like, just like kind of like squared off in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
With who? With Rune behind you, leaving this building?
Rune
Face to
walked
face, I
out
think.
first.
Okay. Hmm.
Hold up, there's a big ass spider on my wall.
Love that. So
Yes.
that means Rune, Sailix, Vesperin, and Aghi have left Caden's Keg.
All
For
right.
the time being.
For the time being, Aghi, where do you go?
She just kind of wants to walk over to wherever like the city wall is. Yeah, she doesn't know Breachill very well.
Vesperin, it is startlingly cold. You feel like it's the heat is
Yeah.
being sucked out of you despite this. You can make a save. You'll get a bonus if you use your thermos, but otherwise it might be kind of high for you. You start to feel yourself shiver.
Well, I mean, I am wearing my sweet pimp coat.
Through that. So that is a little bonus. And then if you sip from your drink, that will help you
Okay.
as well.
I guess so. Is it? I mean, she would like sniff it and like do all the poison tests because she is
Yeah,
paranoid.
no, it's not poison. No.
Okay, so what is it? Fortitude?
Yeah,
Okay.
fortitude save. Do you catch up to Aghi late or early? Like as she reaches the wall or maybe before that?
Let's see. I think it'd be kind of cool to catch up to her like, oh Jesus.
It's cold, but you're strong.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to just have it be a thing where like even though like Aghi's taking like the slow, like she left sooner and everything like that, like Vespa just arrives at the same time and kind of like plays it off like she's always been there, like, you know. It's a bit cold.
Your lips are bluer than normal.
I
You notice your lips
Mhm.
actually do feel funny. Suddenly, your throat starts to burn. It's slow acting, but what you just drank, in addition to being hot enough to keep you warm, is incredibly spicy. If you fail to notice it on the sniff check, looking out for a poison, it's nothing like that. It's just highly unpleasant.
I'm gonna burn that fucking bar down. Yeah.
Be warmer for you.
It would. Bonfires. Fucking delightful.
Vespa, go back inside.
No, I'm worried about you. You all
Ah.
quiet like.
Just she like looks around, and then just sort of at the ground. This though reminds me of home.
Yeah?
Just don't know. Used to go out with my kin. We just see who could stand out in the blizzard the longest.
That seems like a contest you're gonna win between the two of us. I'm real sorry.
Yeah, just
But
you're getting frostbite on your nose.
listen, I didn't need the nose that bad. It's fine. I just want to make sure you're okay.
She'll like place both her hands on Vespa's shoulders, then pull off her cloak and like wrap it around her, so like she is just basically in like her normal gear for a moment.
Vespa's just this like pile of blankets and furs. Yeah. Listen, I'm just saying. You know, I know it's a bit weird because everybody's in a big group and, you know, you're probably not super used to it and there's like a lot of drama and, you know, Monica's a bit weird and the director can't fucking see shit. Ruin's a goddamn wizard, so you know what they're like. But you know, again, like you got a place here, and I really want you to be aware that's where we're at.
She'll like rub Vespa's arms, just like we're a clan, remember? I know.
Okay. So, you know, if there's any bad feelings that you have right now, we can work it out.
I think I win this round, Vespa. Go inside.
What? But tell Sailix that I'd last way longer than he would. And with that, she'd give her back her cloak and then just sprint.
Running on the roofs.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, hell no.
Nope. I come from a tropical sea. I'm a fish.
Shit. Swimming through the snow. So where do you go?
I
Now, quite late.
I guess wherever the fuck Sailix said they were sleeping. I don't know.
Sailix, where were you to be found?
Oh, since they came back to Caden's Keg, Monica said that they had extra rooms.
Yeah, I said a couple people would have to bunk up, but they could stay there.
Right. All right. So, what does everybody do for the rest of the night then? Director, you're at Caden's Keg,
I am.
telling a story.
I am.
Monica, you
Sailix
recognize
is-
it's a story about Nazrin, Alamaxa. But nobody else is really there for that. Rune and Sailix. Let's pick up from where you two went.
Like Sailix doesn't leave very far from the bar. Like he's just
Okay.
right out in front.
Yeah, out in that intersection, just north of Caden's Keg, about a block away.
You know, I trusted you. I put everything on the line on your word.
My word to do what?
going after that goddamn triad.
How did I lose your trust, Sailix?
That's the fucked up thing, Rune. You didn't. I murdered my fiance so I could make sure that you guys were okay.
I know you did.
And I should hate you. I should murder you in these streets right now. But I'm not. I don't hate you. For some I don't fucking know. For some reason I still trust you.
Don't tell Aghi.
Oh, I won't tell fucking any of them.
Also fair. I did. Never mind. I'm sorry for what happened to you. I tried hard to figure out how to help Kellen, give them the strength that they needed, but I just couldn't. I didn't. It was a situation I did not know was going to occur.
That's fine.
No,
It wasn't your job to help Kellen. It's not your job.
it was my job to help you, Sailix.
But it's not though.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Sailix, 4 of us started here in this very town. For whatever reason, this is where it was. The moment I met you, I thought you were an asshole. But after that, honestly, you've been one of the best allies or friends I could have ever had. The battle on the Morangi Expanse, honestly, that solidified it for me. Although it was probably true long before then. You remind me so much of my own brother. Always caring for those. Always trying to help them. And I failed him already. I don't want to fail you too.
Then what you have to do, no more crazy promises. If one of us dies, they stay dead. We're not traveling to hell to bring anybody else back anymore. This is the finality of this statement. If we're doing this all natural.
But if there are ways that don't require going to hell,
You just can't help yourself, can you?
you know what it's like when you're in the middle of battle and adversaries are just clawing their way to get to you. And I've seen it in you. You get this glint in your eye. This pure love of the challenge, even the hint of a challenge, that one of those blokes may actually pose a threat to you, may actually be able to crack you. You know that feeling? Do you remember that? I'm sure you had it more than a few times over the last 5 years.
I'm familiar.
The idea of magic and what it can do and what it allows me to do, that is what it means to me. And if I can bring any one of you back without having to make a deal with a deity, preferably, I will do it. To be
Well,
honest, that is not how I intended Monica to come back. I had planned an entire ritual to try and do it more proper-like, so to speak. The intersection with Pharasma and this River of Souls was unexpected.
but needed.
No, it wasn't.
Sailix like
That entire
pokes him
part
in
of
the
that
head.
event was...
It's like, yeah, but we got whatever that parasite was living in there out.
We did. And I wish I could have told you about it sooner.
We have a lot more shit to go through before we're done. And if anybody's going to be firing spells around my head, I'm glad it's going to be you.
Oh, I'd be
Sailix will-
terrified.
You
Sailix
notice
will,
now that you're
hug him, but he'll whisper in his ear and he's like, I'm really sorry, by the way. And then he's going to let him go, drop to one knee, and punch him real hard in the dick.
That's fair.
He's going to stand up and pat him on the back and be like, love you, buddy.
This would be the first time he seems human to you. The wind itself could probably shatter glass at this point, and it is so cold that you're shaking. You don't even know really what you are, but you're resistant to these things to some extent, and yet you feel like you're running out of time just being out here. Rune is in plain clothes, the type he'd wear in a late summer in Cantargo. The wind you see pulling at him, and he's unaffected. It wasn't until you were close enough to tap him or to punch him that you realized that it in many ways almost looks at you like you're an older sibling, despite this strange power about him.
And at that
But-
moment, he crumbles to the ground, grabbing at his crotch.
Sailix will take his cloak off and drape it around him. He's like, by the way, it unnerves people to see you walking around in less clothes than you need to. Keep up the pretenses to keep them at ease. Before he hurriedly runs his ass inside because it's cold.
Well, isn't that cute? You just about crashed into Vesperin as you both round the corner to head to the entrance of Caden's Keg, nearly slipping on the ice, if not for the wings to give you balance.
Yeah, I like the idea that they do crash, but like he catches her in that like cute kind of thing. Oh, inside.
No moment here. We're going.
Yeah, like
like she's just like
he'll open the door and then kind of like lean back out to see if Rune is there still, or like if he's making his way to the door.
yeah.
Monica is slowly shooing people out as you're coming in, so it's like you're also dodging people.
I am surprised that you're not on top of the water tower.
Sailix, Vesperin's breath is potent. That's like a flaming wyvern or something coming out of her mouth there.
What in the nine hells did you drink?
Uh,
And he's just gonna put his hand on her mouth, like, no, just say it over there from that corner, like, and cover your mouth when you say it. The smell travels. Oh God.
I'm gonna set this place on fire.
It's like, maybe just put some snow in your mouth or something.
I'm gonna set you on fire too.
Oh, whew. You can sleep on the floor tonight.
Speaking of
You
sleep,
wanna
it's now starting
Yeah.
to
And I
feel
feel
that
like
late.
she gives him a look of just, do you want to sleep in her grave?
It would smell better.
Oh, shit!
Wow. All right. That was quick. So the sun is actually about to come up, and you're now starting to all feel tired. Is this where you retire?
Yeah,
Kane's
so
Cake. Seems you're all here. The director had just ended a story about Nazrin Alamaxa, her likeness being plastered all over the city, and he too having experience being plastered all over the city, just in a different context. But so now it's time to sleep. If anybody wants to retire outside of Caden's Keg, you may, but it is bitter cold. Even the thought of the sun coming up isn't quite enough. But does anybody have anything, or do we go to the morning?
I would leave Vesperid some ginger and say this will take away the heat.
Right. You're all awoken midday to the sound of a door slamming open.
Oh God.
It's Wolford, Lavendil, and a
Will
goblin.
son of a bitch.
Everybody down. This is an emergency.
well I have coffee already, so I'm like setting things out and coffee.
He reaches
Rune has
as
just
if to
books and
slam the
papers strewn
coffee
across
tray.
one of the tables. He never went to sleep.
He reaches with a shaking hand, almost to stop. He stops himself from slamming the coffee tray.
Will,
And then he'll yell up the stairs. Everybody, now.
Sailix will come running down.
Yeah.
Vesperin, what about you?
Yeah. Obviously.
Director.
do I need weapons? Is what I say to him.
We do.
I run upstairs and get ready.
Director, you come down.
I meander on down.
There's a goblin next to Will, the elf, covered in blood, head to toe.
Ah, shit.
Do you think he was painted? I Sailix. Aghi killed them. All of them. She snuck out last night. I don't know how many made it out. I've only just heard of this now, but we need to go.
Rune stands up. Are you every goblin?
I don't know. I don't know how... Sailix, I told you something like this would happen. It's just a fucking girl. How fast can we get there?
Grab onto my staff. I can take. I'll be one short.
Well, let's try it.
Citadel
Hey.
and teleport.
Everyone's come with?
I'm guessing
Base
except
of the
Aghi.
Citadel. As you make it to the courtyard. It's midday now. Blood paints the walls and the floor of this place. Goblin corpses about. But it's silent.
Monica fucking screams. These were her people.
Sailix picks Vesperin up and he flies off immediately.
I need you to make a fortitude save, both of you, heading up. The blizzard has not stopped. So as soon as you crest the top of the citadel, where the wind would pick at you, it's even colder than before. But you're confident.
Can I make a perception check?
You may.
All right.
Monica, what's going through your head right now?
I failed again.
Rune is investigating. He's trying to figure out what exactly happened here.
Director is too.
Right. Well, it looks like these goblins have been cut down. Axes, the marks. It paints a picture. It looks like Aghi was here. None of these goblins are alive, but they're also not all accounted for. Marika, you feel something stirring in your bag. You hear that sound. Quill on paper, laid over cork. You know what it is.
Oh shit. And I get the slates out, right?
Yeah. It looks like it's being written right now by Aghi. Aghi, what does it say?
So as you're sort of seeing the words appear, it just says, "Need to deal with Dimri. Be right back."
And you see, your side of this is just an ink representation of what lands on the paper, the spatter of blood dropping and pooling over it before fading away as it usually does. Will in the courtyard vomits at the sight of the corpses.
I look at Rune. She's going after Demiri.
What?
I show him the slate.
What is that?
No time for questions. I shove it back in my bag. Can I see Sailix?
I mean,
He's-
he
you see him
flew
just
off.
leaving line of sight in the top of the citadel.
Within 120 feet.
If you act right now, yes.
I will cast message and say she's going after Demiri.
The blizzard's stronger than it was even last night. Can hardly see the sun. Sailix, where do you start? Vesperin, you as well.
I mean, can I do, perception or something to, like, what do my elven eyes see, basically?
Yeah, yes you can.
Okay.
Also, Rune, what are you looking for here?
Space. Rune is looking for a lot of open space.
Oh,
Incandescent sight. Would that help me at all?
You have a feeling Aghi is not close by, but it would be useful to you if you were maybe on her toes. Now, the thing is, the snow, it's quite easy to track somebody. I don't know what your survival skill is, but the footprints all over the place. Some goblin, you can tell that they were in a mad dash to try to get away, but her steps, there's no effort to hide them in any way. They look calm.
I look for the big half orc steps.
Right.
And
You see a trail eventually leading into the citadel. It'll be harder to track inside the walls since there's no snow to create the footprints, but you can make a survival check to find out where she's went.
There's only one. Can I also do a survival to see if there's only one set of footprints?
Absolutely.
Can I use hunter prey to like concentrate on it?
Yes.
Okay, so that gives me a +2 then to my survival check.
Excellent.
So 33.
Bits of snow leading out the back. Director, you don't notice duplicates. She obviously went throughout the citadel. Might have been rooting out all of the goblins individually, which is a troubling sign. However, you notice a set of footprints beside Aghi's. You and Monica both meet at the back of the citadel. Rune, likely, you would have followed. You see where they're leading this to, but they're small.
Fucking Calmont. Maybe.
No,
That's in
smaller
my head.
yet.
Enzo Cool? Oh, no, it's not him. Ah,
Oh, he's so cool.
You did this.
Nature,
not the time.
Yeah, you can make an
nature,
interest check.
survival,
Mm.
nature.
Yeah.
They're smaller.
People who venture out, I need fortitude saves.
Or just die.
Director and Monica, you feel quite certain this might be the coldest weather you've ever experienced.
It 110% is, and I don't want it.
You said fortitude?
Yeah.
Also, Rune is grabbing at a staff, and there are intricate patterns forming in the air, all sort of as each pattern forms or is created with his hand movements, it attaches itself to his skin. As slowly but surely his skin begins to change color to this silvery sheen. His skin starts to cut and ripple to form scales. As he extends, two leathery wings form out of his back, and before long, a large silver dragon stands in front of Monica and the director.
Well, that's easier to look at. How is that going to help us?
It flies. I'm immune to the cold.
And it's a dragon. And it's
And
a
I see
freaking dragon.
really well.
All right.
Dragon.
I
Get on.
I
think it's a
grab the
dragon, actually.
director and pull him on behind me.
I can see the dragon. I can see it.
Right, sure. Will, you coming?
No, there needs to be survivors. So he starts to stutter.
Organize
in.
what you can, Will.
Get inside.
Yep.
You did good, mate.
Fuck. Uh-huh. You tell
As
Sailix
Dragon
this was
Rune
his fault.
begins to take steps and walking
Sailix's fault. Got
into
it.
the air, his wings flapping to take flight.
Holding on for dear life.
I hope there's drink service.
There's not. Oh, wait, hang on. I have a thermos. Of course I do. No, I don't. Not this time.
Giving us a 1-star.
Sailix, Vesprin, you had a head start, but the footprints start to seem hard to track. Something about the way that Aghi's been maneuvering through the snow tells you she planned this. She's trying to cover her tracks. I need a survival check. Vesprin, you spot the right direction.
Obviously, you should point to, Sailix.
You'd continue to fly in that way.
Make me an athletics check. As an extreme gust of wind tries to take you.
Do I need to make one too, or good?
No, you simply just need to hold on. You're shielded from most of it from his wings.
Yes.
Sailix, you descend maybe 2 feet wide at the most a little crack in a cliff, a sheet of ice that's revealed itself. That's where the steps lead. Through there, you hear strange glistening on the other side. It's shelter from the wind, but it's going to be hard to squeeze through. You're almost positive that's the way she went.
Set it like landing. He will like nod to Vesper and he's like, "You first. I'll make my way through when I can."
She'd just, go to work, trusting that he'd bring the others up and everything.
Right. This is going to be a squeeze
Okay.
exploration action, which means you can move about 10 feet in a minute. It's extremely hard to squeeze through,
I thought I
but it
had
depends on the...
that. Oh, did I get rid of the crawl feet? I forget.
Yeah, you swapped it.
Of course.
But
That's fine.
it's a... I don't remember the skill check. I think it's escape. Whichever parent skill that is. I think athletics?
Probably acrobatics.
You can do either. It'll change the outcome a little bit, but whichever one you're comfortable with. Sailix, you as well.
Acrobatics then. Yeah.
Sailix, you're a success. Vesperin, a critical success. You can move 2 squares. Sailix, you move 1. Move as you'd like. This is a very tight crawl space. Vesperin, as you squeeze your way in, you can't hear the blizzard. Instead, a strange chiming from within.
But I don't hear what direction.
No, it's ahead of you. As you break it open, it's a short space. So you're actually crawling prone for this section, but you see crystals off in the distance, maybe 20 feet away from you. It would be hard to reach.
Okay.
Sailix can't see it yet. He's behind. But in this time, Rune, you arrive having followed the same tracks. You see Sailix turning a corner into this cavern. What do you do?
Sailix.
His head turns around.
There's a dragon.
Fucking dragon? Like he starts shuffling faster. No. It's like pushing
director, go.
in front and behind.
Go.
There's a fucking dragon.
I mean, if he was out of the way, I could widen the opening, but he is in the way.
Go after him. I'll
All
catch
right.
up. Rune is actually going to take flight at 100 feet per round. He's pretty fast. To see if there's another side to this pathway, or does it go into the mountain itself?
Another way through, or are you looking at a way trying to get over it? You can't even tell from here how high the mountain goes because of the weather. But it might be worth a shot depending on the form you can take.
Dragon.
You taking a gamble? Try to get over it? Much quicker than squeezing through, that's for sure.
Fuck it, why not?
Rune ascends. How about Monica? Director, you squeezing through here?
I'm small.
We're small. I mean,
Is,
we'll have to get by Salix's big ass, but
So this place is a squeeze in that some of the points are only several inches wide. It's a vertical crawl of sorts. So you'll have another degree of success over, but you'll still need to make the athletics checks to maneuver through.
And this is how the director gets stuck in a cliffside rest of the game.
It's just 127 hours for somebody.
Yeah, 127 hours. Except it's just 15 minutes. He's done in 15 minutes. He's like, nope, I'm chewing off my hand. 15 minutes, I'm out. Max, reached it.
Ian, does
It's
Yeah.
is
not.
the snowstorm creating like a fog or clouds of any kind?
Yes, it's extremely hard to see.
I did not.
So I'm immune to any issues caused by fog or mist or
Perfect.
clouds. Silver dragons are immune to that, which I get in this form. Also, I have cloud walk, so I walk on fog and clouds as if it's normal ground.
Perfect.
This
So you use
guy.
that as a chance to stop and navigate. You don't want to get lost and find yourself headed in the wrong
Right.
direction. This place is treacherous, especially in weather like this. So high off the ground. That will be what helps you get here in any sort of reasonable time. You actually start to round the top of this mountain pass. But Sailix, you're behind Vesper and just barely catching up. She's crawling. You see just ahead of her an array of crystals. You see faces in them. Vesper, you don't. You hear that chime. Monica, director, you're not far behind.
It's
Sailix.
crystals, not ice, right?
Yeah, no, it's gems, to be sure. There's ice in here, but not like this. So, Sailix, you see obvious footprints right to your left. That's not the direction Vesperin went. It's approaching these crystals. What do you do?
Break one off and put it in my pocket. It's like, I'm gonna keep this for later. But then he's going to keep following Vess because she must have saw something intriguing or to keep going on her correct path, so he'd trust her.
You notice a strange glitter on your gloved hand that you broke off this crystal from. But you continue. You hear wailing of sorts, strange faces, and in the reflection of one of the flat faces of these natural crystals, you're so close to it that even despite its small size, you have a wide field of view. You see what was here before you arrived. You see Aghi as she was passing this crevice. You hear the cries of Demiri begging for mercy, scraping herself along the walls to get away from Aghi. Aghi, what do you say in this flashback to Demiri? You can turn on your camera.
Yes, turn on camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rest of you see this through the gem.
Yeah, so Aghi is just like slowly following after Demiri. She doesn't even have her axes out. She's still sort of covered in the blood of the other goblins. And she's just sort of smiling as she's just like, you know, Demiri, I like the freezing cold. You just feel so much more, I don't know, maybe alive when you're just that close to freezing to death. You know, you're probably feeling this
Please.
now.
Please stop. You hear a call from 20 feet beyond.
No.
Stop.
Do you know I saw the Samsaran die this way? Except the tables were turned.
I didn't fight your war. Let me go.
She just like gets angry, and this is like the first time she like explodes for a moment. She's just like, "Don't lie to me." You're all the same.
You all hear this, the reverberations. You can see, if you catch the right angle on some of these crystals all around this cavern, also the reverberation of the yelling. You notice now, maybe you wouldn't have before, blood drawn where Demiri, unprepared for this weather, likely not wearing enough layers, she's scraping by these crystals to get out the other end. As you navigate, though, that voice fades, and you come to the end of this cavern. You're back in the blizzard. Off in the distance, though, two pairs of footprints at very different cadences lead up to a cliff off in the distance. It isn't long before the four of you reach the end of this cavern. There's maybe about 100 feet between you and this cliff. Perception checks for all of you. Rune, you land in the opening, this wide open space before your friends as they emerge from the other side, likely looking horrified. Sailix, Monica. You see Demiri up on a cliff, about 100 feet up. Footprints lead over to the cliff, but it's not clear how she got up there. What do you do?
Did Rune see?
Yeah. Yep.
A single beat of his wings and he's 100 feet up.
Sailix, what about you?
Shadow steps.
I would try to catch on to Rune's foot.
Are you taking Vespa with you, Daniel?
Oh, where's... Yeah, he would take her. I didn't know if
Okay.
you were...
But yeah, I'd try to catch a ride on Rune.
Director?
I'm blind!
I don't have my flying elephant, so I'm gonna have to try and jump on with Rune.
That was a mercy.
I know.
You lot arrive on top of this cliff. Something's been built here. A castle wall in the side of this place, secluded, forgotten. You spent some time in Breachill. You never heard of a place like this. But then again, you don't even know really where you are. As you arrive on the top of this cliff, Sailix, do you assume a human form?
Yeah.
Or sorry, Rune, do you you remain in your form?
For the time being, yeah.
You land. Bloody footprints. They lead finally to black feet. It's Demiri. She lands on all fours, panting, covered in blood. Aghi is only a couple feet from her, covered in blood as well.
Aghi, this isn't your choice.
Why not?
If she's hurt anyone, it's Sailix and I.
But I'm Sailix's lance.
Aghi. We've talked about this.
Yeah, you said if you could deal with her, you could. So I'm dealing with her.
There's different ways to deal with things. This is not it.
Mary looks up at you, Aghi. You're running out of time, pigkin. They're going to stop you. What is it then?
She looks up at Sailix and the others, just sort of shakes her head. You guys, you weren't supposed to come.
You weren't supposed to kill all of those goblins.
Halfling, if you're with them, then maybe you'll be next.
Try it.
It'd be so easy. You can hardly even stand this heat. I could see you shivering
Aw.
from over here, halfling.
Oh, little girl, little girl. Don't stoke that fire.
Shut up, Monica. Not now.
She'll crouch down in front of Demiri. You know, the ones who stop are the ones who freeze.
I stopped.
How does it feel right now? You still feel cold?
Tell me if it's warm. She'll spit a mouthful of blood in your face.
Yeah, she's just like, wipe it off and then kick her in the face. Closer to the cliff edge.
She stumbles forward. You realize the Unforgotten, they sort of guard that cliff edge. Likely you wouldn't get to seek justice that way if you were to try to throw her off.
There's a dragon just sort of standing on the air.
I told you you're running out of time.
Sailix, stop this.
Fine.
And can I get to that room?
How
Go
large
ahead,
is your
Dan,
form?
Yeah.
Large.
Not like that.
That's fair. He'll Dan, you go first.
Sailix will shadow step closer to Aghi. And my token's not on the board, by the way, so I can't move it.
Got you.
And he'll look at her and be like, don't.
Can I use Balgora to teleport over there?
You going to hit somebody with it?
I was thinking like a wall or like a tree or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna run the old-fashioned way.
So yeah, like wherever I can go that's like near, close enough to them or whatever. Aghi. This is not the place. It's not too late.
You'll notice that her hair has like frozen, from the blood. It's just caked to her face. The tip of her nose probably looks frostbitten. She's been out here all night. She acted impervious to the cold, but you can't be out there for that long.
So Vesperin would very delicately, unhook her whip. But, just very calmly be like, listen, you don't got anything to prove anymore. It's okay. We need you to come back with us. We're your clan, remember? Come on, please.
You hear a loud sound. Suddenly, runes transformed. Close the distance deeper into this cliff cave. He produces a wall of force. On the other side, you see two figures. Orcs. Or half-orcs, maybe. An old one and a young one. They stand calmly, staring at Rune, occasionally looking back at Aghi.
I want to do
Very.
incandescent sight to see if there are any more.
Do I?
You don't see any yet.
Can I? There were 3 people that I met earlier, right?
So you don't know what anybody looks like.
Oh God damn it! Son of a bitch! Oh my God! I see what you did,
Yeah.
Ian. Oh, you're a nasty GM. Okay.
So, Aghi, you have an action. You can do whatever you like for this action, as it would resolve before anybody has a chance to intercept. You feel suddenly Monica charging at you, or at least approaching you. Vesperin is closer and closer. Sailix, Rune behind you. But you've caught your prey. What do you do?
Thought we had more time to play. How close is Sailix?
Within 5 feet.
Yep.
Is anyone else within 5 feet?
I don't
No.
think so.
So she is going to use her fear on her axes. And no. No, she just looks up at Sailix. And just shakes her head. I am doing what must be done for our clan. As she takes off Demiri's head, if she's able to.
Cleanly. That might be the most merciful thing you've done on this day. Aghi, you notice Demiri's head was the only thing that wasn't blackened with frostbite. And it's almost as if she lets out a sigh of relief as her body falls to the ground.
Yeah, she curses a little bit. It's too easy.
Sailix, how do you respond?
He just kind of puts his head down.
Now you don't have to worry about it.
He like kind of makes to like reach for her to touch her, and he like kind of recoils his hand. He's like, now I have to worry about a whole lot more.
With that, behind everyone, where the wall of force is, Rune is just blankly staring at the headless body.
And now,
There's a glow under his eye patch. The arcs of electricity just down his body. Would someone please explain to me why an entire clan of our allies were murdered in cold blood by someone who is intended to be a friend?
The only one who's pretending to be a friend here is you, wizard.
Aghi, that is enough.
I am taking care of our clan.
Then
Monica's
come
drawn
take
her
care
bow.
of me, Aghi.
the old lady on the other side of that wall of force will speak up. Elven brain rot, dear. She looks at Rune.
Medicine? Religion?
Sure. Yeah.
Which would
Sounds
you prefer?
familiar. You've heard it before. Let's do medicine. Anyone else can make a medicine check on that. You see, these elves, they don't live with their half-kin. You ever stop to think about that? Well, to live 300, 400, 500 years, is to have a different perspective. Our kin don't live so long. To be raised with elves, it's unfortunate. They expect things. They broke this girl, drove her mad. How old was she when she went to war? She look at Sailix.
15.
She'll look at Rune.
He's older than that. By far.
Oh, but that's not why we're here, see. This is about you, Rune.
Why?
Oh, you recognize her, don't you? The young half-orc beside this old woman. They're both dressed for this weather. Our clan has fallen. But you were there.
When?
2 cursed winters decimated us. Our clan leader had 1 heir. She didn't even make it the winter. Someone like you shows up and takes her. It's a miracle we even found you, Rune.
All things have a price.
Price was our entire clan. This little trick worked better than we thought, though, because now we have your entire clan. And you're stuck in here with us. Suddenly, the ground starts to shake, rumble. You guys can make perception checks. The young half-orc won't look any of you in the eye. But Rune, the older one, won't take her eyes off you. Now, even though it's hard to see anything in the blizzard outside, you know it's midday, but the wind is so intense in this pass that it almost looks like twilight. Suddenly, everything rumbles. The ground shakes. Figures in the distance. They defy perspective. They're at the wall that you exited from into this clearing 100 feet away, but they're towering. Massive. Each wielding their own weapon. If you speak Jotun, you hear war cries. Giants. 3 of them emerge. You can barely make out their form. Snow gets more intense. The frost icier than before. Rune, if you dare to look back, you would see the woman staring at you with a smile, tears in her eyes, same as the young woman. But that's where we're going to end the session tonight, guys.
Mother.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs!
Sam, how could you? Again!
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
guys.
great.
Oh my god.
The secret bad guy always.
Ian done
Y'all-
killed me. You all don't know.
Y'all done did it. Man.
I could have been
So this was our
in my
this was
tavern.
our like cozy session, just like staying in and relaxing.
Oh my god.
I told you.
Um,
I told you all.
So all right. Well,
Motherfucker.
this has been episode 35. book 4, the beginning of book 4 for our Pathfinder Age of Ashes campaign. Let's do our character outros, and then we can be out before midnight. Let's start with Alex as the director.
Oh man. Hey everyone, I'm Alex. I play the director, the gnome bard. Really glad to be back playing with everybody. And Ian done killed me. You don't know yet, but Ian done killed me. He pulled a thing over my eyes. Okay, literally. Have a great night, everyone.
Mr. Smith.
I am Mr. Smith, played Rune Ravenswood, the just fucked wizard. Straight fucked.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's coming. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I played the Vesperin, the Callistrian rogue assassin. You can find me on the internet at Savage Sparrow. I'm gonna be posting some comics I made about Pathfinder on my Patreon, so check that out. And yeah, not looking forward to that awkward conversation next week.
To the survivors, yeah.
Yeah.
Spence.
Hi, I'm Spence, and I played Monica, who is the lover of monsters, but oh god, I don't think I can talk my way out of this one. You can see me on my Twitch channel, Resonant Moon, and I do fan art of this show, though I think we're all gonna die.
Not all of you. I guarantee not all of you are gonna die.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Daniel.
Hi guys, I'm Daniel. I was playing Sailix today, also directing. Sailix, who is very clearly stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point, not knowing how to address
The giant in the room.
The monster you've created?
the
Good job, Obi-Wan.
the
Good
killing
job.
machine he has wrought.
And then I saved this one for last because it was quite a lot. Sam
Hey
playing
guys.
Aghi the Breaker, Slayer
The
of Goblins.
Bloodletter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of her titles still stand here on this side of the sea.
Strong as ever.
Yeah, and
Oh.
she was younger than 15 when the war started.
Yeah,
so.
she was
Yeah.
14.
Yep.
Oof.
She told me she was 15, so that's what I'm going with. All right.
It's yeah. I know that's the world of a difference.
I
Yeah.
thought about correcting it. It was like,
Just
Actually-
Vesper's in the back.
Sorry for all of your losses, for sure. But actually,
yeah, just
man, well, and thanks for everybody for watching. I've been Ian, the GM. You can catch us doing this next week. We're picking up exactly where we left off, but with a bunch of combat and hopefully not everybody dying. If you liked what you saw as far as virtual tabletop, Fantasy Grounds. If you're interested in an Excel-based character management tool, The Only Sheet. And then our music is Rock Narden, and our ambience is Michael Gelfi. Other than that, I'm gonna go like drink a Diet Coke and think about things. So that's
About
it,
what
folks.
you
See you
did,
next
Ian.
week.
I'm gonna hunt you down, Ian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet.
so good.
Bye, guys.